Good afternoon everyone, Shoney Gaming is back this Wednesday and today we are going to continue our flight that we left off on last Friday. We are going to continue today from Liberia all the way up to the Ivory Coast. Looking forward to it. Another country that is coming becoming a notch on our belts actually. So yeah, looking forward to it guys. Hey, Super Typhon! No, I have not seen that Italian Yank fan. Here he is! Yes, indeed. No, I do not even know who that is, actually. Sheets? I don't know who that is. So, yeah, Barbecue Beef, good to see you as well. Flirk! Indeed. What have we done? Flirk. Hey, Wold! Good to see you. What you don't know. Ooh. No, I am not into VATSIM, so yet. I have been saying this for 2 years. I will be going to VATSIM eventually, but yeah, I will be talking to a lot of VATSIM people with a little bit of luck coming Saturday. So good morning there, Italian Yank fan, and hi there, Dog's Breath. Good to see you as well, buddy. Good to see you as well. So yeah, with a little bit of luck on Flight Sim Weekend, we will be interviewing people who are also very much into VATSIM and stuff like that. So yeah, he's a Boston Center on VATSIM. But he's no longer on VATSIM. Then he quit, because that is what I get the sense that is going on here. So yeah. Oh, he quit streaming. He just quit streaming. He is still the center on Boston. Oh, okay, so if you still want to talk to him, plan a flight to Boston, and you probably there's a good chance you might actually catch him up. At what times did he stream, actually? For 36-hour continuous stream? Yeah, definitely. By the way, guys, 5 seconds and we're up. Everyone, Shoni from Shoni Gaming here. Good to see you all again today. Rookie, just saw you got in there as well. How are you doing, buddy? It's a flirk indeed. It's a total flirk, I tell you. What happened? It was a complete and utter flirk. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for being here. As I said, I'm Shoni from Shoni Gaming. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. 600,000 kilometers around the world in a Cessna 172, and today we are going to continue a small part of that. Today we are going to take off from Monrovia in Liberia, where we landed last Friday, if you remember. Had a great flight there, and today we are going to continue along the coastline all the way into the Ivory Coast. I will not be streaming tomorrow, as I stated last week already, but coming Friday I will be streaming as well, and there will be a stream as well on Saturday. Of course, there will be a number of streams. Most of them will be Sim Talk streams. Some of you might remember Sim Talk. It has been a little bit of a while, but we are really, me and the team are going to see if we can revive Sim Talk again, which was a lot of fun. We actually did only one episode with both Fabio and Tuto Murphy. I don't know if you guys remember that, but you can look that up in the, hey Scooter, good to see you, buddy, what's up? Glad to see you here. I did that with Fabio and with Tuto Murphy, and it went downhill pretty quickly, but was a lot of fun. So, oh, we remember. Well, I'm going to pick that up again and see if we can revive that a little bit. But to give you guys a taste of what's coming, that is coming the coming Saturday. We will be attending Flight Sim Weekend in Lelystad, which I'm really looking forward to. And we will be, with a little bit of luck, interviewing a lot of people there. The people who actually organize Flight Sim Weekend, we will be talking with them. We will be talking with the clubs. We will be talking with hardware and software developers who are there. We will be talking with retailers. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But we are also going to do a Shoni Gaming flight, which starts at normal times, 1 o'clock Central European Standard Time. Keep in mind for our overseas friend that we might still be on the daylight saving thing. Italian Yang fan, please don't go ballistic. But yeah, it's so we're going to do a flight over the Netherlands. I will give you that information tomorrow. So if you want to join that flight, please do so, because not only will we be streaming that flight, we will also be projecting that flight behind me, so people at the convention there at Flight Sim Weekend can see what it is we are doing and show off the power and the wonder that is Microsoft Flight Simulator and its community behind that. How awesome this community is. So that is it's all good. Just forgot about your changing times earlier than us. That's true. I was trying to think of a good Ivory Coast joke, but I guess there isn't. Well, keep on thinking. You'll probably come up with one. Yeah. Gaining some sleep this weekend. That's good to hear, Scooter. That is good to hear, buddy. All right. So, yeah, that is... I'm really looking forward to that. Now, as I told you last week, I have been fiddling around with the Class Echo as well. Have been updating that thing, and I wanted to show you guys something. So please don't be scared if I switch over right here. Hey, thank you very much for that sub, man. That is so generous of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, yeah, that's not the normal plane we are used to, is it? That is not the normal plane we're used to. That is the Boeing 737-600 from PMDG. You can get this plane for, what is it, 35 bucks or something like that? It's insane. It's insanely cheap. Everything works, well, mostly everything works. There are a few in-op things, but mostly everything works. Now, what the cool part is, of course, is this is a high-fidelity plane. Able to explain to me why I can't call this a study level. It's a high-fidelity plane. So, the thing is, now let me show you guys what's really cool about this, because I have the setup right here. Yes, you can see I have the controls right there. These are the controls. So, I grew overnight, a tiny bit, yeah, I grew it, I gave it a little bit of power food, and hey, this is what you end up with, apparently. Not a bad trade-in, to be honest. Not a bad trade-in. So, yeah. Okay, so let's head over to Schiphol Airport. Bippity boppity boo. We all know this. AHOM, there we are. And let's go to G6. If I'm not mistaken, that is actually the gate for KLM. If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, was going to make a joke, but it's a bit crude about the cam, dude. Honestly. So talking about that cam, I have to actually switch that over. Now you can see it a little bit bigger. Ah, the views. Yes, this is my my normal view. This is my normal setup. Right here, my alpha yoke. Right there, my Bravo throttle. My precious, my own. Anyway, and my Class Echo, also my precious now. The Class Echo is a really, really cool tool. I'm jelly. I know, baby. I know. What is very cool about the Class Echo is it actually projects a lot of information from the plane itself. It's not, it needs a cup holder. It does, doesn't it? It does. So yeah, it appears we got the same Razer keyboard. One of the best keyboards out there. I'm just saying. Alright. I'm going to, behind the scenes, I'm going to start up the plane. Or at least get into the plane. But the cool thing is, switching back, you can see right here, this is the normal view you would have, but there are a few changes here. I can, for instance, activate the command A and B, so I can activate the autopilot. I can actually turn on the yaw dampers here. I can change everything, altitude. I'm going to show this in a second, but I'm going to quickly go through all the screens right here. This has been adjusted by SpadNext to actually switch over to the correct profile for the 737. In combination, of course, with the flaps and everything. Yeah. So we have the controls right here. As you can see, I can turn the APU here on and off. I can turn the passenger seatbelts on and off and stuff like that. The parking brake, the auto brake right here. The altitude pressure and cabin pressure right there. We have the GPS, so I can control that as well. So I can control the settings on top. It's not perfect. It's still in beta. This is still in beta. It's not far from perfect, but it's actually working really great. And if you're flying GA, most of it is working perfectly. You just have to update it to the new server, that's all, or the new software. Hey, Fort Noob! As you can see, I can turn on the engines here as well. It's the engine cutoffs, I can control them. But what you still see is my view. So let's change that. Let's change that. I'm switching that back. Now, as you can see, we are in the plane. Now let's do a little bit of magic. Alright, you can see me going over to the controls. I can actually go over to the electric. Now, if I say DC battery, whoop, never touched anything. Right there. That's what it does. DC battery. Ground power. There we go. Now we have ground power. Yeah, it is, Scooter. It is. This is the beta version. It's still in development. You can... If you buy the Class Echo, you can update this for free. And it all works. Watch down here the landing lights, for instance. Watch the landing lights. Normally you would have to flip them all. I just do land. Click. There it goes. I can do the runway turn-off lights. I can do the taxi lights. I was going to say, show us more magic. Indeed, my friend. Well, there's the magic for you. So it's so cool. You can it doesn't work perfectly. For instance, if I press the landing lights again, you can see the landing lights go off again. If I press the taxi lights, however, it doesn't go off. So it's still work in progress. But how do you learn where the knob is next time you fly a 737 out of Schiphol? You say, Captain, can I buy a Class Echo? Much easier. I always... You're absolutely... Actually, you do have a point. You actually do have a point. But yeah, problem with the Class Echo, I have old eyes and that screen is way too small for me. Yeah, airlock dock, it does have its limitations like that. But all in all, if you have it in front of you, it's actually pretty... It's a lot bigger than you think it is. It is. It truly is. And I'm not trying to sell you guys here the Class Echo. I am not sponsored. Absolutely not. I am not sponsored by Shapeprint. I am not. This is just what I love. This is just what I see. Alpha 1, good to see you, buddy. This is just my experience with it. And I wanted to show you my experience and how awesome this is. Stop selling us the class. This thing is pretty awesome. So, yeah, it's I mean, if you guys look at this, I'm going to switch over. Watch this. This is the, I'm going to go there. Now, watch the panel right here. No, maybe I'll do it like that. Hang on, hang on. Switching back, forth. Come on, you can do it. There we go. There we go. That's the view that I wanted. That is the view that I wanted. Now watch this here. I can actually activate this, go to the flight plan, and it doesn't work. Why is now it doesn't work? What's going on? It should work. It's not working. Why is this not working? Usually this works. As I said, it is a beta, so sometimes it does have its problems. Probably need to restart. But yeah, hashtag not working. Murphy's like, exactly, Weem. Exactly, by the way, Weem. How are you doing, buddy? It's exactly like that. But now here's the cool thing. Here's the cool thing. Because you need SpatNex actually to run this. I already had SpatNex because of the setup I had run, but okay. So this is all really cool. But can it run Crisis? Nothing can run Crisis. Nothing. All right, let's go back to the main menu. And now let me show you what happens when I actually switch over to the peripheral cam back. You can still see this screen right here. Flight info. And here you can read, well, it's pretty hard to make out, but it says PMDG 737-600 PMDG house. That is the standard livery. It also, it can. Actually, it can. There's an Arduino in here, so it basically can run Doom. Yeah, it can. All right. Now let me show you what happens when I actually switch from the 737 over to the Cessna 172. 172. Looking that up. Boop. With the correct livery, of course. Shoney Gaming. I just wanted to show you guys this. This is so cool. All right. Now, why is this not switching? Let me see. Flights, all players, traffic, there we go. Weight and balance. It should have switched. It's not switching. Maybe I need to load up my... Load. I'm going to load up my flight plan. That's not my flight plan. There is my flight plan. 171, cold and dark. Open. Boop. And I'm going to fly. Now it should switch over, actually. What I need to do is actually take everything off. Boop, boop, and boop. This stuff is so cool, guys. This stuff is so cool. It's so awesome. I love this stuff. Yep, it just switched. It just switched. There it is. All right. Place this back in its lovely, lovely box. Because let's face it, yes, I am a PMDG fanboy as well. Lovely. Comes everything completely decked out. Why is this not closing? Because it's not sitting there correctly. There we are. Take that all the way down. That all the way down. This out. That can go there. There. And there. Haha. Now let's get the GA box. And boop, there we are, GA configured. But if I now go to, for instance, the autopilot, you can see there's a completely different setup here. This is totally different than what you just saw. So, JM Knights, good to see you, buddy. You gotta try the 737 levers from Flight Sim Factory. I know, I saw them. Actually, I made a post on them on the forum, my friend. But oh man, it looks so good. It looks so good. But then again, it's $100, you know, quite expensive. And to be honest, I thought the A320 looked a little bit more nicer, so I might be going for that one first, maybe. But yeah, as you guys can see, it's completely different. It's completely set up for the G1000 now. Automatically. I don't have to do a freaking thing. Nothing. God, I love this stuff. It makes life so much easier. So much easier. And today, we are going to do today's flight, of course. Here we are on... Where the hell are we? We are on We are in Monrovia. We are in Monrovia. And we are on Golf Lima Mike Romeo. Golf Lima Mike Romeo in the middle of Monrovia. So that's going to be pretty cool. Do you have the pedals under the table? Yeah, they're right there. Yeah, they're pretty hard to see, but the pedals are... you can see my feet moving actually now. So yeah, it's kinda. But yeah, no socks here. No socks. But yeah. But it's... The thing is that I am set up for, let me see. Sorry, I missed a few. Of your notifications right there. Bizarro, first of all, good to see you, buddy. Giving me a retro vibes, love them. Yeah, man, I still own the original Cambridge setup here from audio. Yeah, it still works. As long if it works, doesn't it, my friend? Doesn't it? So yeah. Let me see. Patat Fried, how are you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Bonjour, mon ami, bonjour. Hope you're doing great. I hate it when I load airliner and I am set up for GA and don't really realize until I'm ready to go. But the thing is, Scooter, with SPAD Next, you basically exclude all that hassle. That's the beauty of SPAD Next. SPAD Next detects which plane you are flying and automatically loads the right profile. Freaking awesome! You don't have to configure anything. I have one basic setting for Microsoft Flight Simulator and everything is controlled by SPAD Next. It is so cool. It is so cool. JM Knights, you gotta try the levers. Yeah, okay, I talked about that one. Let me see. I bought those levers for the DC6 levers. Oh man, great to hear, JM Knights, and great to hear that you guys are supporting them. I will be definitely looking into that in the future. What else are you hiding there? That's just a little secret between you and me, buddy. Anyway, let me see. So it doesn't screw the table. It's a screw clamp. Yeah, it is. It's a screw clamp. Basically, the base plate here is absolutely separate. If you're talking about the setup for the Bravo and Alpha yoke, there is right below here a screw plate. You clamp that onto the table, and to that you lock your basically your peripherals in. There, it's really sturdy. This stuff isn't going anywhere. I know you've mentioned it earlier in stream, but what is the unit on the Bravo? It's a Class Echo, JM Knights. It is a Class Echo, and it's oxygen. And for a flight simmer, it's absolute oxygen. This thing is freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. So, yeah. Your speaker, Shoni, Altec Lansing, Cambridge Soundworks. Cambridge Soundworks! Cambridge Soundworks. Well played there, Erlang. Well played. The classic Cambridge Soundworks still works great. Still great audio as well, and a good bass. I have the low profile bracket for the Alpha and the yoke, but it's a little low for my setup at times. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, old school. I know, buddy. I know. Old school. Old school, buddy. All right, let's load up. Let's load up. Let's get this puppy on the road, shall we? We are here at Golf Lima Mike Romeo. Golf Lima Mike Romeo. That is the airport. Weem is already there. I see a few others there in between. Stealth Wolf is already up in the air, so I'm going to quickly start this thing up. Yes, we are going to do a nice cup of coffee. Yes, we are. No, this is not Shoni merch, funnily enough. My brother used to have those speakers way back, and they were top tier at the time. They were really expensive. 4-point surround. Yeah, that's like 20 years ago, but they're still working. So I'm like, yeah, why change them? You know, why change them? Route, please. The route should be available, but it is. We are flying from Golf Lima Mike Romeo to Golf Lima Golf Echo to Golf Romeo Charlie to Echo Bravo Romeo India Delta Ebrit, and then to Delta India Sierra Papa. That's the flight that we are taking today, my friend. That's the flight that we are taking today. I need to buy new speakers and replace my Logitech. When I moved the left one, it died somehow. I had that same thing, but as it was a 4-point surround, I still had 2 left, so I used one of them. Works great. But I am looking into a soundbar in the future. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So, yeah, should this die, then maybe I'll switch over. All right, let's start up the master battery right there. There you go. All right, the mixture is up, so there we go. We are starting the engine, giving it a little bit of throttle right there, turning that back. Avionics go on, and here comes the Class Echo into play again. Yay. Hello, my precious. All right, switching over to the MFD and then over to, well, actually I can do that. It should work immediately. There it is. Now I can switch it to range, zoom in and zoom out. Why is this not working? Ah, this is annoying. My knob's not working. Oh, hang on a tick. Clear. The range. Nope, my knob is not working. Really annoying. I can give this a go. Oh, this usually goes south. Let's restart it. Reboot, reboot. Danger, family Robinson. Gentle on the knob, I know. Oh, behave. Gentle on the knob. Let me see. I need to connect it, of course, now with Fastfly. And nice, making coffee in the morning is almost as good as drinking it for me. Love the process. Dude, coffee equals life. No, no, no. I will not hear about that tea malarkey. Coffee. There you go. Red card right there, indeed. Let me see if I can actually get this working again. I may need to restart my SPAD next. Disconnect. Disconnecting. Yes. Connect. Hello. There it is. Yep, I am getting stuff. Still not working. Oh, yeah, I need to activate the range. No! No! My God, why? It's not working. I don't know why. My knob apparently broke. The joy. Actually, is this true? Because, can I... Yeah, I can set my altitude. So that's weird. Why is my range suddenly not working? Something's not working. There's something going on. Let me see. I'm setting it at 2,000 feet just to be sure. Come on. 2,000, check, FLC. You know, there is something weird. Oh, interesting. Anyway, no. Something weird going on. Kirkness, goodness, thank you very much for that, buddy. Thank you very much. You have a great day at work. Everything is working currently. I'll take it. I'll figure out what's going on right there, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Let's get that. if push comes to shove, I can still control my entire plane, of course, with the Bravo. So, yeah. That's the brake right there. These are the brakes. Here we go, here we go, here we go. For those that remember that one. All right, my friends. Yeah, doing a 50-minute praise about the Echo 10 has to restart. I know, right? Oh. Typical Shoney, pro streamer right here. I know. Pro streamer right there. Boop. Do you also fly the Phoenix? I own the Phoenix. I have flown it a few times there, Shri. Is it Shri or C-Shri? C-Shri. I do own it. I enjoy it. However, I want to wait for... currently, my joystick has been broken. Now, I can fly it, of course, with the Alpha yoke right there. But, yeah, you know, it's... I rather want to fly it with the joystick. So, I'm holding out for the T16000, which can be used... both left and right-handed, and of course has a throttle system, because my HOTAS is currently dying as well. So I thought, well, if I replace that, and then I'll pick up the, and then I will be starting with the A320 from Phoenix as well. And guys, go get your hands on the Phoenix plane. I mean, 35 bucks or 40 bucks for a plane like that is absolutely amazing. Wait, we are flying? It's happening! Scooter, we're not just talking, we're actually flying. It's a thing. Alright guys, let's brake. Let's turn this puppy around. Alright. Fuel up. I am fueled up. Fully fueled up. This is crazy. I know Ibanez. Ibanez player. Yeah, Ibanez player. Yeah, I got it right. So yeah. Alright. Putting the pedal to the metal. 55 knots. Hi-ho, Silver! Away! And up we go. Yep, positive climb, so that's good. Flaps are up. And we are going to turn right here over Monrovia. Monrovia down below us, making a nice turn. All right. Let's see if we can line up. All right. Weem is taking off right here. Moet is here as well. Dog's Breath in the air. Barbecue Beef and Stealth Wolf behind us. Right there as well. Weem, you're still on the runway. Get that puppy up and running, buddy. Come on. You can do it. All right. Now I am going to see if we can actually change the range on this. Come on. You can do it. Oh, it's so annoying. Yes, I know. No. There we go. That's better. Whoa. Oversteer. There we go. A little bit back. All right. Flying 600,000 kilometers, over 300,000 nautical miles to every single country in the world in that. Yes, we are crazy. We are batshit crazy, to be honest, but we're doing it anyway. We don't care. I am pushing my throttle full pedal to the metal. I know I am, but that's all down to the fact that I want to shave off a few extra hours here and there on a flight that is 600,000 nautical miles. Trust me, each and every knot of speed that you can actually gain shaves off quite a lot. Yeah. I will allow it. Batshit crazy indeed, buddy. Batshit crazy indeed. Hey. Don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on there, JM Knights. I don't know what's going on. So I actually allowed it. And then I got that. Mistakes were made! I'm harassing my own audience. Yes, I am. I'm banning everyone today. Want to have some peace and quiet here. Come on, people. Everyone flying along. What are you thinking? Also, by the way, my friends, if you're flying along, I am on the West European server still, as far as I can tell. So, yeah. Exactly that. Stream Elements bot got that one. Not Twitch. Oh, it was Stream Elements. Ah, yeah. I think I should slowly but steadily let the family friendly go. Just keep the family friendliness as much as we can, but mostly throw the tag out of the window, you know? It's kind of like, and we don't have to cuss. We don't have to insult each other, of course, but yeah. Like turning knobs. I know. And it's a giant knob. So it is. I know, my friends, I am not the best pilot out there. I'm definitely not. But I am the one that will make you laugh the most. With a little bit of luck. With a little bit of luck. And now you can actually see what's going on down there. Ooh, interesting. Hello. Actually, I was waving at my crotch. Ah, well. It's just one of those days, I guess. The innuendos run rampant in this channel. Indeed they do. Yeah. And there goes the family friendly. Yep. Yep. It just fell into my lap. Now, Shoni. Alright, alright. Red card right there. You're right! Why do I keep forgetting that? Does Mrs. Shoni know? Well, we've been together for 21 years, so if she doesn't know by now, I don't know what she's been doing, but, you know, it's... Hey, 21 years is quite a while these days, so yeah. I will allow that. Stream Elements is working again. It is good to push the limits, yeah. It is, it is. I'm glad to see I'm not the only one who waves at my crotch. Ibanez player, I just wave at my crotch. If I start waving at your crotch, that would be a little bit awkward. Just saying. You know, just... I mean, I like you, but, you know, there is a limit to how much waving is going on. Oh, is it off? Yeah, kind of... Yeah, today I threw it out of the window. Kinda. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's... Oh, let's go yeah, maybe not. No family friendly today. No, Scooter, I did not catch his stream. 36 hours, good lord. I mean, a 36-hour stream. This banter leads to moistness. As long as there's no leakage, I'm fine. You know me and leakage. Flirk, indeed. But yeah, it's as I said, my friends. I have not seen his stream, so it's probably still up on Twitch, if I'm not mistaken. 36-hour stream by Sheed. Actually, Scooter? Am I pronouncing his name correctly? Imagine how much coffee he must have drank. Liters of the stuff, gallons. Let's go, American, gallons. Yeah, Sheed. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I am sorry, I was not familiar with Sheed streams, and apparently now I never will, because the 36-hour stream was basically the last one. Claiming it early, aren't you? Oh, there's something going on there as well. Hang on a tick, because it should have started the predictions, but it's not. Oh man, I need to fix everything today. Why? Flight tools, no, settings, sorry, settings, yeah. No. Simulate data, flight tools, checklist, come on, where is it? Streaming. Custom commands, config. Alright. Right now, this should work, yeah. This should work. He had to go to bed, so I missed the end. Ah. It's... I mean, as I said, I have never seen his streams, and now I never will. But yeah, it's... It is Alpha 1 beat you to it. Ooh, that's nasty. That is nasty. No, as I said, I have not seen his streams, but she apparently is the center on Boston on VATSIM, and he, yeah, he did his last stream, but did immediately a 36-hour stream. 36 hours. Imagine that, guys. I can barely keep up for 3 to 4 hours. That's it. I'm done. I mean, I'm bushed. Do that for at least... Actually, we did have... me and Melvius Gaming, my brother-in-law, actually did have a plan to do a 24-hour stream / flight around the world. So just take off, keep on landing, take off, landing, but do it in shifts. So he was on, then I was on, then we were both on, stuff like that. Yeah, that quickly went down the drain. So yeah, I will redeem that hydrate, buddy, right there. Yeah. But is there a specific reason why he's no longer streaming? Why Sheet is no longer streaming? Is there a specific reason for that? Burned out, or just doesn't want to do it anymore? Don't find it enjoyable anymore? I don't see why, basically, but yeah. More free time in real life. He started in COVID, yeah. Well, basically everyone, in Microsoft Flight Simulator, everyone started in COVID. That was, I think, to be honest, this sounds really strange, but COVID is one of the best things that actually happened to Microsoft Flight Simulator at its release. Funnily enough. So, John Twitch, good to see you as well, buddy. Good to see you as well. I forget if I attempted a 24-hour stream when I streamed, and I think I ended like 18 hours. It is really a haul to do that. It's pretty, yeah. And he's flying an A320 full-time, so combining a 10... Yeah, okay, so basically real life caught up with... The same thing I basically had with my project for 6 months. The same thing I had with my project, you know? Sometimes you just have to make those choices in life and, yeah, sacrifice something that you love to do simply because there is no time. Unfortunately. My right arm hurts, yeah, from the vaccine. Couldn't even do a near 12 hours, let alone a 24. Yeah, it's intense to do actually a 36-hour stream. That is absolutely intense. That is absolutely intense. It's not something I would be looking forward to be honest. Behind us, Spider, Dog's Breath, Moet, we have Weem up in the air and Stealth Wolf in front of us. If you want to fly along, the flight plan is available from Discord. I am flying on the West European server. We just took off from Golf Lima Mike Romeo, and we are now passing by on Golf Lima Romeo Bravo. That's Roberts International Airport in Liberia. So that should be somewhere over there. That's the nearest airport. If you want to take off and fly along, come on and fly on the server. It's all, yeah, the flight plan is a bit iffy. It's all basically waypoints. It's really annoying. I hope that's going to be improved in the future. But yeah, unfortunately, it just picked up waypoints. Don't know why. Trying to keep, I keep trying to fly behind you, but my Beechcraft likes speed. Stealth, I know it does. It does. Beechcraft is an awesome plane, by the way. Doggo is live. Honestly, Steam is the best thing that happened to Microsoft Flight Simulator or Flight Simulator in general. Before that, it was just niche. Actually, Doggo, Microsoft Flight Simulator is the best thing that happened to Microsoft Flight Simulator, funnily enough. Or to flight simming in general. Of course, we had already X-Plane. We had, of course, already prepared. But those were becoming niche. I mean, if you wanted to start out flight simulating, basically you got into X-Plane. That's what you did. Flight Simulator X was as good as dead. It was dying. And it was way too old. So with the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator, for 60 bucks, everything out of the box, I mean, the only change that you guys now see on screen is the livery. That's it. And that's for free. That doesn't cost you a thing. So all this great stuff that you see now, it's amazing. Well, then I suppose all third-party markets and free models were the best thing that happened to flight simming. Well, actually, that was due to us also, Doggo. What I think, in my opinion, And I respect yours, don't get me wrong. We respect everyone here. But in my opinion, I think that, for instance, a lot of the developers were actually watching what PMDG would do with their pricing. We all know that PMDG was, at the time, of course, the pinnacle of add-ons and modders. And what happened was that a lot of people were actually looking to the first release of PMDG and what it was going to do. Now, and how much you would have to pay for that as well. I mean, let's face it, an average PMDG plane on X-Plane will set you back for about $100. 100 to 120. This is not uncommon. This is not uncommon. So with the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator, they first released the DC-6 a few months ago. And they released it at $60, which was an absurd price at that time. Absolutely absurd. So when everyone, all those other developers saw actually how many units they sold for those $60 or less in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I think that is basically what gave the kick in the nuts to everyone else right there out there and start saying, hey, we should be releasing our planes from Microsoft Flight Simulator. I mean, we can release them at a high fidelity for a rather low price, and it will sell units like there is no tomorrow. We will sell much. I think the DC-6 alone sold 100 to 150 times more than it ever did on X-Plane or something like that. It was insane. So yeah, it's let me see. I love keeping my sim as realistic as possible with what I fly, and it's still in service as far as aircraft. I try to fly real-world routes as much as I can. Scooter, but that's the beauty, you know. That is the beauty with flight simming. Everything works. There's room for everyone. Literally, I mean, the sky is literally the limit. I love flying GA, having a little bit of fun with you guys, having that tactile feeling, you know, stuff like that. I love that. Having the tactile feeling and flying along. I'm flying here without autopilot and just zooming along the coastline, generally following the flight plan that I set. I like that because I see what's happening, I see what's going on. But I also feel that of late I have been flying the 737-600, trying to get my hands on it and trying to learn that. And I discovered that it is a lot of fun to fly commercial as well. You know, so there is, yeah, different facets to the same coin. I think I love that. I love that. Absolutely love that. And that is what makes this community so great. Nobody is dishing each other because, hey, you fly GA and I fly commercial, you know, like that. No, everyone is just having fun. That's the most important thing, and that's the thing I'd love to portray to you all. Get into flight simming, fly, have fun, but do it the way you would want to. Don't let me tell you how you should fly. Pick up the thing and fly just the way you want to. You want to go full simulated with VATSIM and everything on it? Go do that. Go do that and you will enjoy yourself. You want to fly GA on easy settings like a gamer? Go do that. Go. Do it. You know, unless it's a flying cheesecake, that bugs me. Yeah, I get that. I get that, yeah. Let me see. Every time I come here, Shoni tells me to spend money. No, it's basically Microsoft Flight Simulator that is the rabbit hole. Or flight simming in general, that is the rabbit hole. So, yeah, I'm not here trying to sell anything to you, buddy. I'm just showing my stuff. Yeah. Or take notes of yeah, indeed, SWS. Yeah, oh god, I keep forgetting. Sim works. Ah, come on. I always forget what it stands for. Simworks Studios, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Simworks Studios, good lord. Wartster, good to see you, buddy. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, man. Yeah, Simworks Studios. I mean, these guys make awesome stuff. Let's face it, the Kodiak and the Floatiac. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. So much fun. So good. So good. They're so good. They're so good. Well, I personally wouldn't even fly anymore if it wasn't for third-party online networks. I flew over years from vanilla FSX online. But that's the thing, as I said, Doggo. That's the... Well, recently I've been thinking about that, actually, funnily enough. To be honest, that's the only thing that is missing, I think, currently. And that is basically networks where true hardcore flight simmers can connect. If you are a true flight sim enthusiast, Microsoft Flight Sim servers can be frustrating. Because, let's face it, as you already stated, you know, you can see a flying donut or the Dark Star, which is not a real plane. You can see the Pelican flying around, or kids flying, or basically everyone, landing their planes upside down, stuff like that. You know, I see that there is room for a private server improvement. I see that there is room for that, yeah. So I would understand if Microsoft would actually release something to that, yeah. Pilot Edge, are you then flying on a different separate server? I don't think you are or are you? I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure. I've never flown on a private server, yeah. Aussie Python, a nice sweater. I hope to see a Christmas one. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the Dash 7 from them. Yeah, indeed, buddy. So, yeah. I'll fly with you next week. MSEP, that's good to hear, buddy. You're always welcome. You're always welcome. No, you can't see a flying donut, Shoni, unless you own the donut. That is true. That is true. Otherwise, it's just a bonanza. Or, in case for commercial jets, you can actually see, I think it's like an A320 model that they paste over it. Or something like that. A generic kind of plane model that they paste over it. I mean, I've seen generic planes do maneuvers... because I simply do not own the F-35, for instance. I don't own the F-35, and it replaces it with a generic model, which is, it's really weird to see a plane act like that. It's just strange. I mean, model matching would be a heaven sent, to be honest. Model matching would be heaven sent. So yeah. But still, you know, it's yeah. It's other than that, I mean. Pilot Edge has paid controllers and do things such as much as real life, but it only covers a piece of the United States some hours. So it's rather limited and restricted. So VATSIM in that case is more the way to go, I think. So yeah. Yeah. But compared to IVAO and VATSIM, Pilot Edge is pretty hardcore. Yeah, okay, so there is... But basically Pilot Edge is paid. Yeah, okay. I know a lot of people that use Pilot Edge that are currently getting their PPL to serve as a training with the ATC and communication. But yeah, if you are paying for that, I can imagine that. Of course, that actually makes a lot of sense. That actually makes a lot of sense because you want that added piece of realism. You know, you want to go that next level, and I understand that. I understand that completely, to be honest. Yeah, I get that. VATSIM has no fixed hours for controllers. It's at will based. Yeah, okay. And otherwise you're stuck on Unicom, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, if there's no one there, it's basically Unicom. If you don't fly US West Coast, you're out of luck. So basically you're restricted just to... Pilot's Edge is just restricted to the West Coast. Remember the old commercials for Flight Sim where there was a guy panicking on a laptop in a coffee shop and the ATC was grandma in Germany? Yeah, I remember that! If they gave us that, it would be horrendous. Just turn on voice chat. Call of Duty. Oh my good lord. Yeah. Oh, you're such a noob. You're such a noob. You don't know what you're doing, man. Get out of my game. Get out of my game. Ugh. Kill me now. I'm way too old for that. And I will redeem that Hydra Alpha 1. Yeah, okay, so Pilot's Edge is just basically the West Coast. Okay. Okay. But that's the thing, you know. That's the beauty of, I think, of Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's still in development. It's still in development, you know. It's, yeah. Everything is still up and coming. It's... And I know we're 2 years on. We are already 2 years on, but it's still a development. So yeah. I remember using this program called Roger Wilco in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2004 days to communicate over voice. Ah, the good old days. Indeed, but Roger Wilco was used for not only that. I mean, it was like with, what was it called? TeamSpeak? TeamSpeak was there, Roger Wilco, and there was another one that used voice in that time. There was not everyone uses Discord these days, but yeah. Call of Duty lobbies make my skin thick. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Oh, good lord. I like to play, to be honest, I like to play Call of Duty at times. I usually play it with the missus and with Malvius Gaming and his wife. So we play it with the four of us just for the fun in the evenings at times. I'm so bad at those games. I'm so bad at it. I like it. I enjoy it. I have a laugh. It's yeah, sometimes I rage quit. But yeah, okay. But you know, it's a thing. It's a thing. TeamSpeak is still a thing. It is for competitive gaming and low latency. Really? So TeamSpeak is still there. That is interesting. That is interesting. I didn't know that. I thought TeamSpeak was dead. I absolutely thought TeamSpeak was dead. If Microsoft Flight Simulator had voice, it'd be annoying everyone. Yeah, I'd be annoying everyone by doing Unicom traffic just as I do on VATSIM Unicom. Well, on the other hand, maybe you're learning people how to actually do it. I kind of, you know, it's all good. It's all good, I think. IVAO still uses TeamSpeak too. It does, Doggo. It does. Well, if it has low latency, I understand why. Yeah. I understand why. Yeah. Man, I get told to shut up so quickly. No one tells me how to fly. Bad enough ATC can't decide what altitude to go to. Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I basically turned attitude off. So yeah. I yelled at it so much I ended up turning it off. I know how you feel, buddy. I know exactly how you feel. It's really annoying. It really is. Yeah. Ooh, little boats. Little boats are floating together. All they're stuck. Actually, Seafront Simulations actually talked to me about this. Yeah. That sometimes they get stuck. Ships get stuck. Sometimes it happens. It happens. Funny that. Just the evergreens. I know. Are they mating? Yes, they're making. Shh! Don't tell anyone. They're making little boats. Yes, they're making dinghies. They're making dinghies. Yes, that's the daddy. That's the mommy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And now they're making little dinghies. Yeah, or lifeboats. So yeah. Alright, my friends, let's see. Now we're making nice progress here, actually. We're making nice progress, and we are flying still with Stealth Move way up ahead. Weem right over there, still directly on the flight path. No, you're not. Actually, that is over there. So yeah. We have Moet, Spider, and Dog's Breath, and Barbecue Beef, and My Chemistry. Hello there. How are you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Hope you are enjoying yourself. If you want to fly along, we are flying along the coast of Liberia. currently. We are headed towards Sinoe, that is Golf Lima Golf Echo, in the distance right there. And we will be following the coastline all the way up to San Pedro on the Ivory Coast. There we will be landing, and coming Friday, so next Friday, in 2 days' time, we will be taking off from San Pedro, fly over the capital of Ivory Coast, and then back towards the coastline again. So that will be the flight for Friday. On Saturday, I will be attending Flight Sim Weekend, and I will be doing a live flight there. I will be also posting the information on the Discord channel. Exclamation mark, Discord! All my flight plans are always there. Both the hot start on the runway or the cold and dark. If you like to do a cold and dark startup, you're basically parked on the same parking spot that I am. Or pick your own. I don't mind. I don't care. It's all good. It's all for fun. And I will be posting the flight plan, plus there will be also a few extra additions that you will need. You will need to download the Eindhoven mod from FlightSim.2, the Eindhoven add-on. I will posting the exact link that I'm using if you want. And we will be using the Lelystad add-on as well, because we are flying from Eindhoven towards Zeeland in the Netherlands, flying over the Delta Works, onwards towards Rotterdam. From Rotterdam we are heading along the coastline over Leiden towards Zandvoort Circuit. Then from Zandvoort Circuit we are flying all the way back towards Amsterdam. Amsterdam to Lelystad, where we will be landing. Will be a flight of about an hour and a half, just to have a little bit of fun and show people at Flight Sim Weekend what it's actually like to fly Microsoft Flight Simulator. Because as far as I could tell, and as far as I heard, not that many people are currently still flying on Microsoft Flight Simulator there or using that. So, yeah. There is no F1 race this weekend. No, there isn't. But at least you guys will know where it exactly is in the Netherlands. And you can also see how small the Netherlands is. Yes, it is really, really, really tiny. Not as small as Belgium or Luxembourg, of course, or Liechtenstein, but small enough. So, yeah. It's a beautiful country. Yeah, it can be. It can be. It's not perfect, but it can be. Ooh, Spider. That's the Beechcraft, isn't it? Yeah, that's the Beechcraft right there. Love that thing. Hear those engines hum. Look at that thing. Look at that beauty. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Can't argue Belgium being smaller. Facts indeed. Facts indeed. I am, yeah. Toning that down a little bit because the roar of the engines is deafening. The roar of the engines is absolutely deafening, but it's really cool. It is really cool. That's such a cool plane right there. Oh, don't worry, buddy. No, Spider, don't worry about that. No. No, this is your flight as much as it is mine. So if you want to fly next to me, fly next to me. Don't ever apologize for that. Don't. Dude. And I need to actually get back on track here. And nothing like the Jumbo Jet last weekend. That is true. Yeah, that was ear-shattering, basically. Good lord. Those things are loud. They are loud. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Yeah, that's basically all I can afford. So, coffee. Hello, my precious. How are you doing today? Yes, you liquidy golden goodness. Hello. Muffler has a hole in it. Yeah, you need a little bit of maintenance there. Hey, Jay! How are you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, my friend. But Holland has the most caravans per inhabitant in the world. Most caravans. I'm not sure if that actually is a good thing, to be honest. Let's face it. Yeah, or as we call it in the Netherlands, slurhut. Yeah, it's... yeah. I'm not kidding. We call it a slur hut. Roughly translated, it's a drag shack. Not in drag queen, but dragging it along. You know, drag shack. It's booked a cruise this week, calling at Gibraltar. Nice. Looking forward to seeing the airport in action. Oh, good lord, AJ. Such a cool airport. Ewald actually made a few very, very nice posts in the Discord channel a few days ago about Gibraltar. And, of course, we did a landing on Gibraltar, if you can remember it. That was quite the happening. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, actually. That was a whole lot of fun. That was a whole lot of fun. We had a lot of planes actually coming in there. Yeah, a few of them actually drifting into their parking spots. Drifting into their parking spots. Pretty sure you'll be safe with the icebergs around Gibraltar. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty sure you'll be safe. But good to hear, AJ, and good to hear to see that you are taking a little bit of time off. That's always a good thing, buddy. That is always a good thing. A little bit of time off for yourself and fuel up again. That's always a good thing. Yeah. So, yeah, we flew... When did we actually fly over Gibraltar? That was during our Spain flight. So that must have been somewhere... Flight 80 or something like that? Yeah, around that. Flight 80, I think. 80, 90, something there? No. That must have been earlier. More like 60, 70. Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. All right. We are still grooving. We are still moving. We have everything set up still correctly. Turning that off right there. A little bit of a shame why my controls aren't working. Yep, still not zooming. Still nothing. Dang. Although, it is working partly, and yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just SPAD Next that's going all... I can't... Maybe if I restart SPAD Next. Not sure if this is a good thing during the flight, but hey, let's give that a go. Alright. Let's start up SPAD Next again. Yes, I want to start up SPAD Next. Mistakes were made! Oh, good lord, what is he doing? Why are you doing this live on stream? Because it's funny, that's why. Because it's funny. My internet got shut off yesterday for 2 hours. Was beside myself trying to figure out what to do. Jenga. Cannot go wrong. Jenga. Yeah. I tried reading a book. No longer works. No longer works. Yep. But Jenga. Go. Definitely. Alright. So that. Nope. Doesn't do anything. Awesome. Alright. Don't know what's going on. Reset everything. It's fine. It's fine. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. And the cool thing is, my friends... Oh, by the way, I will be trying also to actually do a flight in VR. I will be testing VR again pretty soon. So you guys can have an impression of what it's like to actually see someone play this simulation in VR as well. So, yeah. Looking forward to actually getting that to work. It should, in theory... Tested it a few times ago. SPAD Next... Spandex! No, not spandex. SPAD Next. SPAD Next. Dog's breath. Hush. You dirty bastard. Amazing how much we can rely on technology these days. Can't live without it anymore. But yeah, I mean, it's really funny. Yesterday, I was sitting in the bus home. I had to go to the city center, and I took the bus, so I took the bus back as well. And I was watching around. Nearly everyone was like this. Everyone. Everyone using their phones in the bus. Like that. No one was talking to each other anymore. And I was just sitting there watching. I wasn't using my phone. I don't care. Yeah, it's it's actually, I get it on the one hand, but it's also really strange, to be honest. I mean, people hardly talk to each other anymore. Even when you're in restaurants, people are still on their phones. The thing that annoys me the most in restaurants, this. Oh, taking a picture of every dish they eat. Yeah, I notice it in restaurants. If there's one thing that can annoy the living daylights out of me, it's everyone taking pictures of, taking a picture of their food. Come on, it's not like you're eating in a 5-star restaurant. It's not like 3-star Michelin. Most of us are just eating in a freaking restaurant. You know, not everything has to go on Instagram. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Your life doesn't happen there. It happens in real life, you know? He is saying while actually streaming to you guys online. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. Oh, in restaurants, my phone is off and I put it away. Exactly the same thing there, Italian Yang fan. I had the exact same thing. I never talked in the bus before. Before mobiles didn't talk the common language. That's true. Oh, okay. then this helps actually. I only take pics of food I make because I'm so proud. Well, if you make it yourself, that's a whole different story. You know, then you're just basically, look, this is what I made. I like to share this with you, but. Oh, everyone in a restaurant, if you're in a restaurant, you don't walk into the kitchen, make your own food, bring it out, and then take a picture. That's just plain stupid, you know? It's like, yeah. We really need to put away those phones and we spend time with people. I know, right? One-on-one. Just, you know, have a little bit of a chat. Which is extremely ironic, seeing that the media we are currently using, but then again, this is used for you know, entertainment purposes, flying and stuff like that together, you know, getting together as a community and a group. So yeah, that's why this is, yeah, you know, this is working. I'd only use my phone on my bus to listen to music to drown out the people talking about hospital operations. Well played. Well played. Public travel is different. I'd rather not talk to strangers. Well, that's fine, you know. If you don't want to do that, that is your right not to do that. It is your absolute right. I mean, of course it is. Of course it is. But yeah, it's and don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm jabbering to some stranger on the bus as well. I mean, 9 times out of 10 they'll start looking at you like you're batshit crazy, which I am. But that's a totally different story. I mean, the medication is catching on nicely, I have to say. Anyway, I'm kidding. No. I am. No. So, yeah. Hope you don't get motion sickness with VR. I can get there after playing a bit, but I believe that may be due to astigmatism. Am I saying that correctly? But not too sure on that. Red card. Yeah, okay. You're right. That deserves a red card right there. But yeah, it's... okay. I have been playing quite a lot VR, actually, and I don't have that problem. The missus, however, does. She does. So, yeah, she misses... Flirt! Red card. But yeah, the missus actually does get motion sickness from the VR headset. So... it doesn't really work for her, but for me it works absolutely fine. The only thing is that the resolution is a lot lower than you have in Microsoft Flight Simulator itself. So that is still a bit of an issue, and especially if you go into DLSR currently, you cannot use DLSR in for instance the cockpit of the Cessna 172 because the text right there, it becomes so extremely blurred, you cannot read anything. You cannot read anything anymore. So it still has to be on TAA. That's the way you can actually still read it. But in VR, it basically becomes unreadable. Yeah, I feel a bit sick playing Sea of Thieves, so VR might not be a good thing for me. If you get seasick stealth while playing Sea of Thieves, then yeah, maybe it's not for you. What does look fun though is Walkabout Golf in VR. There are a lot of cool stuff, actually, cool things to do in VR. I mean, I also own, of course, Alex, Half-Life Alex, which is incredible, to be honest, in VR. Half-Life Alex in VR is an experience, I can tell you that. It really is. It's such a good game. Basically, because what you're doing is, when I get motion sickness in VR, it's mostly because I have to push the joystick around, so my body is moving while I see my body moving while I am stationary, and that gives me a little bit of, yeah, it's like, that's a little bit nasty. But when you're sitting and flying, when you're sitting in the cockpit, basically this is your view. You're still sitting, you're just walking around, you're stationary while moving. Same thing holds true for racing in cars. Assetto Corsa in VR, incredible experience, I can tell you that. It really is. So yeah, it's the game is exactly what you are describing. Let me see. I played Arizona Sunshine in VR and nearly threw up. Yeah, it's like you have to use the joysticks on the controllers to move. So your eyes are seeing that you're registering that you're moving, but you're also feeling that your body is stationary. So it's like, yeah, you know. And the beauty of, I think, Half-Life Alex is you move your playing field and you move within that playing field. So you can move freely within the playing field. It's just the area that you are that you can move in is you're skipping that forward. And somehow that feels more natural to me. It's a zombie slayer. Similar to, for instance, the Walking Dead game. There's also a VR Walking Dead game like that, something like that. And I think it works on the same principle. You also have to move like it. Yeah, it's just... maybe it's just getting used to. Maybe it's just playing it a lot. Yeah, almost. Exactly, yeah. Maybe it's just getting used to it and you know, doing it a lot so you're actually adjusting to it. Maybe that's it. I'm not sure. And I'm not doing that enough. I mostly use my VR headset for Microsoft Flight Simulator anyway. So it's always next to my desk. It's always here. I can always reach for it and start it up. A few times, and as I said, I do own, for instance, I do own Half-Life Alex. Played that game, I think twice now, completely from beginning to end, start to end. Loved it, absolutely loved it. But it's just the way the game, the way you have to move in the game. You're constantly moving forward the box where you can move into, and you can move freely within that box, and that freedom, that feels much more natural to me, much more natural. So yeah, I have the recent changed my headset to my eye distance and didn't get as sick a lot. Yeah, that helps out quite a lot, Aussie Python, making sure the eye distance is correct. The thing is that on the Quest VR, you have, like, I think 3 settings, 1, 2, and 3. And most people switch between them, but still 9 times out of 10, it's not quite perfect. And what you can actually do is push the eyes between those settings as well. So you can actually move them apart between those settings. You just have to push very slightly, and then it kind of adjusts a little bit better. I'm kind of between 2 and 3. Between 2 and 3. That's where I usually get my sweet spot. So, but that indeed is that's quite true there, what you're saying, Aussie Python. Yeah. A Rift S and I have a slider to select my measurement. Oh, that's a lot better. No, but the thing is, you know, Aussie Python, the Quest 2, it is the cheapest, best version of a VR headset. It's not like a high-end headset. I mean, they recently released the Quest Pro, if I'm not mistaken, but that's mostly used for companies and to show off stuff like that. It's not used for commercial. The official follow-up for the Quest 2 is actually coming out next year, in 2023. It's announced for 2023. And also, there are a few new companies which have come in with VR. For instance, Pico, which is now currently on Pico 4. which looks really good. That is actually the main competitor of the Meta Quest right now, the Meta Quest. And I have to say, I do not enjoy the ecosystem that Meta has created, but I do enjoy the Quest itself. It is a very, very nice headset. It really is. For the price that you're paying for it, it's not that expensive. It's like, it used to be around 300 euros, dollars price mark. It's a little bit more expensive now, I think. But still, you know, it's more than what the Rift S was. It really, Aussie, that kind of surprised me, really. But you must invest with Meta. They want your info. Well, that is the reason why I don't like the Quest or the Meta. As I say, I don't like the Meta ecosystem that they created around it. You know, it's like no. We basically it's no longer connected to Facebook and stuff like that. They still want to know everything about you, including the measurement of your underwear. You know, it's like something like that. It's insane how much information they're actually taking from you. But still, you know, it's yeah. I paid 500 Australian dollars and the Quest is 650. It kind of depends which version you're buying. There are several versions. I think I have the 128 gigabytes or the 64 gigabytes even. And it's a lot cheaper actually. There are a few, I think about 3 different price ranges for that. So check that out. But yeah, you know, it's hey Kingsman, how are you doing in Liverpool, buddy? That is a long time right there. How are you, my friend? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Yes, I am back. I'm back. Where was the link to the event this weekend? I will put that the Flight Sim webshop or the FS Weekend itself. You mean FS Weekend? Here comes the weekend, and I will be there on Saturday. So yeah. I am doing great. I am doing great. My project is done, as I stated. My project is done, and I am back, my friends. I am back, and yeah, we're continuing our flight. As you can see, I picked up where we left off. I opened the hangar doors in the car, pushed out my little plane right here, the little plane that could, and we're still moving and grooving, buddy. We're still moving and grooving. We are continuing, and we will eventually finish this insane flight that we have that started up with just me and now is a community thing. So yeah, his stuff doesn't work. Well, it worked yesterday. It worked fine yesterday, so I don't know why it's working now. It's just the Class Echo that's not working currently. It's just the Class Echo. So, and it's just one knob that is partially. It's Windows. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. It's oh, one of those days, I guess. One of those days. I will also, by the way, be testing out the. Yeah, I'm on the floor plan. Yeah, actually, I'm at the entrance. You have to walk past me when you enter the FS Weekend. You have to walk past me. So yeah, his knobs don't work. My knobs don't work. Stop working. Doctor, please tell me why my knob isn't working anymore. Anyway, it's yeah. All right. Yeah, all right. There you go. Yeah. I earned that. Imagine walking past Shoni at the convention hearing, my knob's not working. Wouldn't be the first time, wouldn't be the last. No, let's face it. I mean, you guys know me. Come on. 630 is for the 128 gig. Really Aussie. Wow. That kind of surprised me. That thing is very expensive in Australia, man. That kind of takes me by surprise. In Europe, I think it's like 450 euros, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. And I think there is a price difference, of course, between the Australian dollar and the euro. I know there is, but yeah, still. think that's kind of steep, actually. I think that's kind of steep. How come your 172 is so slow? I'm flying at 118 knots, dude. 118 knots. What's my ground speed, actually? 100 and... No, let me see. What is my ground speed? 122. So it's... Yeah. Tiny little headwind, but you know, it's yeah, 4 to 5 knots. That shouldn't be in that much. I am constantly flying up and down, left and right, so maybe that's what's going on. But yeah, it's. I am pushing it to the limit. This is as fast as I can go. Don't know what's going on. But somehow, indeed, it seems like I'm really, really slow. Interesting. Stealth Move is in a Ferrari, Shoney is in a Yugo. A Yugo, honestly. That one's for you, Italian Yang fan. That one is for you. A Yugo, honestly. Honestly. Discover VetSim by fly-by-wire at 13 p.m. They stole your time slot. They did? Oh, those little scamps. Those little scamps. Ah, well. Well earned. Indeed, indeed. It's fine. Fly-by-wire is cool anyway, you know. And we're doing our thing. I'm just showing off what you can do in Microsoft Flight Simulator. How you can create your community and how much fun you can actually have. So, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I don't mind. I really don't mind. I mean, we have our set community here, and if anyone wants to join in, please do so. I mean, come on. I don't mind. I absolutely don't mind. We're just having a little bit of fun here. Enjoying ourselves, enjoying each other's company, and enjoying the scenery. I mean, look at that, my friends. We have Spider still with us. We have Dog's Breath right there. We have Weem in the distance. Moet, Barbecue Beef, and Stealth Wolf flying along with us, just having a little bit of fun. So, yeah, it's all good, my friends. It's all good. I really, really don't mind. I really don't mind. Let me see. Let's pull up that right there. There we go. So, yeah. It's better than Weeks of Sand. It is, isn't it, the Italian Yang fan? It is. It is so much better. I mean, let's look at this luscious green country right here. The rivers that are snaking by right there. We now are flying across along Tabacowea, and we are flying towards Sinoe, and that is Golf Lima, Golf Echo. Golf Lima, Golf. Yeah, the coastal routes are so much better. They are. The coastal routes are so much better. I mean, it's. You know, I know it's the big blue out there. The Atlantic Ocean is right there. But, yeah. Circling the coastline is a lot. And there will be times when we actually are flying inland again. So, yeah. It is. And it's just continuous beach. I mean, look at that stealth. Look at that Dog's Breath. I mean, come on. Continuous beaches right there. I mean, it looks really nice flying here. So, yeah, there's no one here, basically. I mean, there is absolutely no one. Like, Chad doesn't have a coastline. Not even... Well, it has a lake. With hippos, apparently. It does, yeah. Expect everyone in a 747 7.5. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, they do know how to charge their prices. Indeed there, my friend. Indeed. Yep. Yep. There it is. Boop. We actually do have a hippo emote by popular request. Yes, we did. So if you're a sub, you can actually spam the hippo emote, or you can unlock it if you want. If you have enough channel points, you can actually unlock it as well. So there is an option. There is an option. Yeah, the hippo was is highly in demand. Hey, that's a flirk. That's a flirk, Italian Yank fan. Now, what is that? I'm pretty sure this is not an airport. That's just a stretch of something. What is that? Is that actually there? Let's have a look. Is that actually there? I don't think it is. Where are we now? We are flying over south of Toba. Yeah, okay, so let's go there. What is that? Edge browser. Let's go to maps. Why doesn't it go automatically to Google Maps? Yeah, nobody knows. Right. Let me see. No thanks. No thanks. We are flying. There. Hang on a tick. I am going. I'm going. Of course, of course. Maybe. I think it's a glitch. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's not an airport, actually. I'm pretty sure it's not an airport. Let me level out a little bit. All right, that's better. We should be somewhere in this area. Grand Crest? No, we're way off. We're near Greenville. Near Greenville. And it's somewhere over here. No, nothing. I think it's a glitch. Yeah, let's say it's a glitch. That must be a glitch. Because I would not know what that was. Could be a faulty knob induced. Wow. It's not that bad. Come on, it's not that bad. However, I don't know why I am so slow today. Let's see if we can actually juice it up a little bit. Hey, Warrior! Good to see you. How are you doing, buddy? How are you doing? Still don't see anyone flying. I blame Sim Update 11 Beta. Are you running on Sim Update 11 Beta? Could be then. That is actually the problem. Yeah. It's the reason why I never, ever, ever enter betas myself. So, yeah. Okay. It could be the reason why... the reason why I never enter betas myself is simply because I'm not sure if my sim will actually start to work or quit when I want to stream. So yeah, it's couldn't keep up in the Junker. Really, you couldn't keep up in the Junker? Okay, that kind of surprised me. You're good. That is good to hear, buddy. That is good to hear, Warrior. I somehow feel a little bit. It somehow feels a little bit slow. I don't know why. Although this leg was 126 nautical miles, so that was one long stretch, actually. We should be, because this is pretty cool. Once we go down here, we're heading east again. No longer we are heading south, we're heading east along the coastline, as you can see. We're moving up through, well, it's maybe a little bit hard to see, but if I open that, ta-da! There we go. We will be continuing our flight with along the Ivory Coast. We are going up towards Yamoussoukro. That is the capital of Ivory Coast. Then heading south on Friday towards Abidjan, towards the coastline again. Then we're flying along the Ghana coast, heading up to Togo, flying towards Burkina Faso, then into Mali, or Niger, sorry, Niger right here towards Niamey. That is the capital. And then we are flying south, Benin, into Benin, and all the way south back towards the coastline. To make sure, I actually forgot to implement Niger during our flight. So we have to go up and fly to Niger again. Yeah. Today we are flying right here in this area. We are flying from Liberia towards the Ivory Coast. Liberia towards the Ivory Coast. So the southwest of Africa, warrior. Yeah. Elephant country, yeah. With a bit of luck, I'm hoping to see actually a little bit more wildlife. And this time, let's just hope there will not be a added giraffe, elephant, or lion emote coming as well. Yeah, the hippo is more than enough. And quite fitting, actually. Exactly that. Exactly that. So, yeah, maybe, yeah. Hippo, I know. The hippo shall forever taunt me. Why, God, why dost thou have introduced an animal that shall haunt my dreams forever? His daily reminder, exactly. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. No. That was so stupid. Oh, good lord, that was so stupid. Could be a much worse animal. Stealth wolf? Such as? I have to ask. Such as? A porcupine. There currently aren't that many animals in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I mean, I think you have hippos, you have lions, I think, giraffes and elephants. Or at least giraffes and elephants and hippos. I know those are there. There are bears, if I'm not mistaken. A huntsman spider. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, there are bears, if I'm not mistaken. And of course there are seagulls. There are flamingos, too. Exactly, flamingos, yeah. You ask, I fulfilled. Indeed. Yeah, well played there. Well played. But indeed, there are flamingos. So it's currently still a little bit limited. Dolphins. I don't think are there dolphins, Super Typhon? Has that been confirmed? Because I'm hearing some people say there are dolphins. Others say no, there are not dolphins. It's not been confirmed by Microsoft itself, I think. So, I'm not sure if there are actually dolphins, because I indeed heard about dolphins and whales, but I have never ever seen any pictures of them in the sim itself. So, maybe yes, maybe no? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. But it would be great if there would be a little bit more wildlife like that. Can we find Nemo? As long as you keep on swimming, ha 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 ha. Then you can find Nemo, apparently. Alright, my friends, down below us, Golf Lima Golf Echo. If you want to fly along, we are on the West European server, and down below is Golf Lima Golf Echo. It says Golf Lima Romeo Bravo is the closest, but that's not true. We are currently right down below us, right there. There is a sand airport right there. It's not paved, so it's a dusty airport right there. But that is Golf Lima Golf Echo. If you take off from there, you can immediately fly along. We are now headed towards What is that? Golf Romeo Charlie. That's also a dusty airport right in the distance. Should be over there. And from there on we are heading south along the coast towards San Pedro. That will be our flight where we end for today. And that is Delta India Sierra Papa. Delta India Sierra Papa. Funnily enough, it's the only country I think where it starts with D. Yeah, it's really strange. Oh, no. From there on, it is actually starting with Delta. So, yeah, it is actually starting with Delta. King Cobra, how are you doing, buddy? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you are doing quite well. I forget have to land this thing. Hey, you started... well, you don't have to. I mean, you can basically do end flight. You know, it's a thing. It is a thing. Actually, why am I at 3,500 feet? That's a little bit too high. Let's go down. Let's go down a little bit. And the last stretches should be... This is not too long. It's 85 nautical miles, then 49 nautical miles, followed by 50. So about another 150 nautical miles, and we should be good. Quart, how are you doing? How is British Columbia today? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you are having a sunny autumn day in lovely British Columbia. Scared of heights? Try the Dark Star. Yeah, 120,000 feet. Operating level. That thing is insane. But it's really cool. It is really cool. It's a really cool plane, indeed. Would be hilarious if it was actually real, but it's not. I maxed it out at 200. I think, to be honest, 275,000 is the actual limit of Microsoft Flight Simulator itself. If I'm not mistaken. I think that is the actual limit. Good vibes indeed there, Quart. Good vibes indeed. So, yeah. But I think the highest you can actually go in Microsoft Flight Simulator is 275,000 feet. I will redeem that hydrate. You're not showing up there, Weem. He's the invisible man. He's the invisible man. Incredible how he can just fly to me. Wow. Sorry about that. Name that tune. Even my airspeed indicator stopped working. Yeah. Anyone else heard that drum roll in their heads? Well done. Well done, well done. You know what I'm talking about. Was going to try the Dark Star, but running it on a treadmill with a mask on is too much before takeoff. Well, it is actually a lot of fun. Although it is a very quirky plane actually to get up to Mach 9. Because basically what you have to do is you have to take off. Then make sure you're at around Mach 1, 1.2. Just keeping at 10 degrees going up until you reach Mach you pull about 1.1 G or 1.2 Gs, and you have to be at 10 degrees going up until you reach Mach 0.9. Then at about 30,000 feet, you invert, head down to minus 10 degrees, about minus 10 degrees, then roll back out again and straighten out. Head down until you speed up to about Mach 1.5. From 1.5 you pull up again, slowly to about 10 degrees angle again, and go all the way up towards Mach 3.5, and then you engage the thrusters. And then you go up all the way up to about 120. You fly at usually 120,000 feet. At Mach 9 point something. Yeah, it's really weird. Are you telling me how to land this thing? Spider, if you're flying in the Dark Star currently, The Dark Star, landing the Dark Star is really hard, and the thing you have to keep in mind, on your throttle there is a button. Use that button. It will actually deploy the air brakes. It will deploy the brakes. So, or it's not the brakes, actually it's kind of like the flaps. It's actually makes sure that you drop enough airspeed to land at about 180 knots, something like that. So yeah. Using knobs work. True. So yeah, it's a very, very quirky plane. It's a really strange plane. But it's a lot of fun to fly, and it is one of the few ways you can actually get the frequent flyer miles achievement in an hour and a half instead of 10 hours flying. And trust me, I've flown it twice in a 787 and did not get that achievement. No, I did not. Microsoft, are you listening? Huh, I even got the proof. And witnesses. I got the proof, I got witnesses, everything. Still didn't get the achievement. After 10 hours of flying. But, having said that, what is really... what witness says? You're in denial. Oh, he's in Egypt. What is really cool is actually, while trying to do these achievements, I did discover that long-haul flights are actually possible in Microsoft Flight Simulator. You can actually do long-haul flights in Microsoft Flight Simulator these days. I mean, usually if I did a long-haul flight from Europe over to the United States or Canada, as soon as I crossed Greenland from Europe onwards towards Canada, so Greenland to Canada, my frame rates would drop from 30, 35, 40 sometimes, even to about 5 frames per second. And that will be it. 5 frames. It was highly annoying. Shoney Gaming energy is infectious. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. That's exactly what you have. What you need to have, buddy. But yeah, my frames dropped actually from about 30 to 40 frames all the way back to, you know, 5 frames per second. Was really annoying. Unplayable. Basically, it became a slideshow. Well, you can't land... Well, I tried to land once in a slideshow. If you guys remember my Glasgow landing. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Wow, Glasgow was horrible. But that was my bad. That was my fault. That'll teach me to install 2-3 gigabyte add-ons from flightsim.io, which were slightly unstable to begin with, for both Edinburgh and Glasgow, which are next to each other. I had no idea. So it turned into a slideshow. That was my bad. My mistake. Mistakes were made. But when I did long-haul flights, I just flew the 787 from Europe all the way over to Canada, or at least if you do actually if you do the achievement, the frequent flyer achievement, you have to start at Bordeaux Airport and you have to land at Seattle Airport. So that's a 10-hour flight, and every time it crashed. But last 2 flights worked like a charm. Plane kept on flying quite nicely. Frames were... yeah, you have a lot of achievements in Microsoft Flight Simulator, actually. There are a lot. Another nice sweater. I need to start wearing mine. Looks comfortable. It is. It is. Yeah, pure sheep's wool, which... and the missus is allergic to sheep wool. So I hug her a lot. Yeah, I hug her a lot. Yeah, you guys disappeared as well. Everyone's gone. Ah, here we go again. Exility. So what year will you finish the whole planet? As long as there aren't any breaks as there was the last time, Exility, about 4 years time. About 4 years time. If you let's pull up the there we go. Bloop. There we go. Collapse the legend. Bye-bye. We already flown all over Europe, so this part we have done so far. We have done all the way along the coastline right here along the Adriatic coast, and then Mediterranean coast. Sorry, the Mediterranean coast, all the way along the top part of Africa, and we have flown to the Canary Islands and the Azores and back. Now heading south. We are in this part right here, but what we need to do still is head south all the way around Africa. Then head to the Middle East, South Asia, Southeast Asia, and here we have, of course, Australia, New Zealand. Yes, you can actually fly to New Zealand in a Cessna 172. We are doing French Polynesia, which you can do as well. Back to China, Japan, Korea, North and South Korea. Yes, Russia. Kind of debatable right now, but still, you know, Russia, okay. I will be getting to Hawaii in a bit. Right here, we are then crossing over to North America. We are flying all the way, the most part of Canada, then heading along the west coast of America. And as you can see, Hawaii cannot be reached, not from the islands right here. The closest thing we could do was from either these tiny islands right here, or right here, but I cannot reach this in the Cessna 172. There simply is no way I can reach this. So what we will be doing is, once we reach Los Angeles, we will be taking, I think the A320, I'm of course again, I think the A310, then head all the way over to Honolulu, land there, fly along the Hawaiian Islands in the Cessna 172, and then fly back in the A310. Then head all the way south towards Antarctica. Yes, we are going to try and reach Antarctica even. And all the way along the east coast of South America, over the Caribbean, east coast of America. And we are going to fly in the United States to every single state that is possible. We are then heading over towards the last part of Alaska, via, Canada. Canada, excuse me, my Canadian friends, I'm sorry. Then over from Canada towards Greenland, Iceland, and then back along the UK towards the Netherlands, Lelystad, where we started off. So that will be a epic journey. That is, yeah. We've only done a tiny bit of it, basically. A tiny bit. So, yeah, there's so much more flying still to come. At least 4 more years. At least 4 more years. So, yeah. It's only a 5-hour flight in the A320 from LAX. Exactly. That's the reason. Because with the 40th anniversary release, Stealth Wolf, everyone is getting, if you own a standard version or a premium deluxe version, it doesn't matter. We are all getting the free study level A310. So we will be flying the A310 from any builds, probably. Or we will be flying the A320 Neo from fly-by-wire. It's going to be a free plane that we are flying, and a plane that is available to everyone. Now, if you want to fly along in a 737 from PMDG or the Phoenix A320, that is up to you. And that's fine, but we will be flying that, so yeah. Can't wait for the headlines in a few years. This mad lad flew every country in a Cessna in a flight simulator. Yeah, just for kicks. You know why? Well, I had the time. You know, it was there. Potato. It's a thing. You know, it's a thing. It kept me busy. It kept me off the road. You know, it kept me off the streets. Otherwise, I would be kicking over garbage cans and stuff like that. You know, it's all those annoying kids. Things those annoying kids do these days. I will redeem that hydrate. Aha. So yeah, it's what was I supposed to do? Not flying all to those places. Exactly. Why did you do that? Because we can. Duh. Because we can. That's why. Should there be an official reason? I mean, come on. Just wait, you can start all over in the Wright Flyer when it comes out. Oh God, Piper, how are you doing, buddy? Yes, 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 I am back, Piper. I am back, buddy. After 6 months of finishing finally my project, I am back. I am back in business. So it's good to see you as well, man. It's good to see you as well. Kicking over garbage cans, you know. You rebel, you. I know, buddy. I'm such a rebel. I know. Kicking over those garbage cans, you know. Oh, it's a thing. It's a thing. I'm such a scamp. I'm such a scamp. You know? Nah, it's simply. I always wondered, could you do that? Could you fly around the world in a Cessna 172? Well, a simple Google search basically answered my question. Let's face it. You know, Google is your friend. Is it? Is it really? Is it? Totally different story. But you know. Go on Google and you can find a few examples of people who actually have flown a Cessna 172 around the world. And even so, I'm not sure actually if everyone has ever flown it to every single country in the world. However, Shoni, I told you about my Uncle Eric before, right? He is a lumberjack at the sawmill. He cut so many trees this year. Yes, they planted them back. Good to hear. And had no accidents. He did such a good job with all the wood, so his boss gave him a promotion. He's branch manager now. Yeah. Oh, slight change there, Piper. If you're a sub, you can actually use the red card. You can actually, it's no longer locked on tier 2 or tier 3. It's now available to everyone. Yeah. Here we go. Yep. There we go. Well played, sir. Well, I salute you. Well played there. That's the reason why people get red cards here. That's exactly the reason, my friends. Exactly the reason. Well played, sir. Well played. And not only from me, but now from all the subs you are getting them. Or you can unlock them. Yep. Simply unlock them if you are simply a follower. That's fine too. Use your points, your channel points, and unlock it. And those can spammeth the red card to thy heart's content. Indeed. There you go. Ah, a sip of water. So, do not forget to hydrate, my friends. Do not forget to hydrate. The water is important. Water is life, especially when it's mixed with coffee. Yes. Then it is absolute beautiful. My favorite drink ever. Talking about rabbit holes, cheese, coffee, good lord. I miss getting some red cards. Well, I'm back, buddy. I am back. What a fee? What a fee? What a fee? What? Nah, no. I'm trying here. I'm trying, Stealth Wolf. I am. I really am. I really am. All right, my friends. Still flying along the coastline. We are now flying towards Grand. What is that called, actually? Grand Cess Airport. Grand Cess Airport. Huh. Interesting. Oop. Grand Cess Airport. Apparently. We are... That is, by the way, Golf Romeo Charlie. Golf Romeo Charlie. It is a dusty airport. So, yeah, don't expect anything major. But that's... Yeah, that's the thing you will find mostly here in Africa, I think. I mean, let's face it, we already landed on a few dust balls here and there. It's what happens, it's fine. From there we are flying on towards, actually the southern coastline of Ivory Coast. So that is the southwestern point where we will be entering the Ivory Coast along the coastline. No pun intended. And we will be landing at San Pedro. Yes. Last night I danced with San Pedro. No, that's a different song. Yeah. He was a good dancer, though. Yeah, didn't expect that. Wanted to take the lead. Really annoying. But, you know, it's a thing. So, yeah. Looking forward to actually... Oh, by the way... On Flight Sim Weekend, coming Saturday, I will also be testing out the loop deck with a little bit of luck. Flight Sim Webshop has generously made the loop deck available to me to test out coming Saturday. So we will be looking into that as well. Now the loop deck is a kind of a alternative to, for instance, the Class Echo. You can actually configure a lot of stuff there and connect it to your flight simulator. It has some profiles for Microsoft Flight Simulator as well. So check it out. It's called Loop Deck, Lima Oscar Papa, if I'm not mistaken, Loop. And it's kind of comparable to, for instance, the Stream Deck. Kind of looks like that as well. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what's going on there. It's going to be really interesting. So yeah, I see yeah, everyone is showing. Barbecue is there, but he's the only one. He is. Oh, Spider is down there as well. No, Spider is there. I can see you, Spider. There you are. So Spider is popping back in. I am still missing the rest, however. Which tells me that the West European server still sucks, the big one. So, yeah. Good chance we will be switching over to, coming Friday stream, we will be on East, what was it? Asia, something like that. Asian servers again. And I saw, for instance, that, a lot of the other streamers like Fabio and Tuto Murphy and those guys, they're still on the East Asia servers as well. So we will be switching back to that, I'm thinking, because this is, we have had a server update, I think, or a server. They switched over servers 2 weeks ago for Microsoft Flight Simulator, but apparently, yeah, it really doesn't do that much, which is a thing. It's still annoying. Maybe we should start looking into what was it called again? JoinFS as well. Maybe if we start looking into JoinFS again, but then again we have to rent a server. I don't mind, you know. I don't mind. It's fine, but yeah. We'll just have to look into that, if we can get that to work again. And that will at least help out a little bit with the consistency of people showing up on stream as well. And also, if you're flying along in Flight Simulator X, you should be seeing something. So yeah, I think you can actually then connect to other sims as well. So that's pretty cool. But apparently, yeah. There is a small guy on the CB behind us. There is. Ah, Weem! Yes, Weem has popped in as well. It's the Weem! Hello, Weem. How are you today, my buddy? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Glad you're back. Weem, exactly. All right, my friends. We are nearing Golf Romeo Charlie. Looking out for that little airport. It should be somewhere in the distance. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see. It's like a pointy there. So it should be somewhere over there. Somewhere in that area there should be a tiny little airport that can actually where you can, if you still want to fly along, it will be the last leg. So yeah, Viper Strike, how are you doing, buddy? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. This Wednesday, tomorrow I will not be streaming, of course, as I told you, my friends. But from next week, I will be again streaming regularly on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Doing well, getting ready for my first stream in 2 weeks. Ah! Which reminds me, Viper Strike. 9-5. There you go, buddy. There you go. Go check him out. Give him a follow if you haven't. Give him a follow if you haven't. So how is your flight currently going, Viper Strike? How are your streams going? Hope all is well, my friend. Hope all is well. Descending, descending, descending. Let's see if we can level out at about 2,000 feet. That should be more than sufficient. And from there we are still... Yeah, we still have about 100 nautical miles to go. So that's not bad, actually. That is not bad at all. Nice flight today. Servers are a little... Hey, Dog's Breath is back as well. There we go. Very informative streams, Viper Strike. Like you do a lot of work in gathering some background data on where you are flying. Nice, 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 nice. Thanks so much for the shout out. It's going well. Traveling across the US, Route 66. Ooh, get your kicks on Route 66. For the VA, I'm with. Nice, nice. That is good to hear. That is good to hear. Glad you are enjoying yourself, buddy. Glad you are enjoying yourself. And Route 66 is really cool to fly along, of course. Route 66 is really cool. Actually, what a lot of people don't know is Route 66 is actually in a very decrepit state, if I'm not mistaken there, Viper Strike. You can probably tell me about that, but I think Route 66... It isn't looking good. Large parts of Route 66 are in need of repair, if I'm not mistaken. Or not even there anymore. At least that is what I heard. That is what I heard. Alright. Flying along the coastline right here of Liberia still. We are now headed all the way south. We're just crossing along Barclayville, heading towards the border with the Ivory Coast. We will be crossing the Ivory Coast near Taboo. Yeah, Taboo. I'm not making that up. That's what it's actually called. Alright, there should be an airport right here somewhere. You can thank the rise of the interstate highways for that, as they bypass many of the small towns communities and that relied on Route 66 for business. Exactly, that is exactly what I heard, yeah. That is exactly what I heard. I mean, apparently it's in a really, really bad state. So, yeah. Imagine if Shoney made up all these town names. Dude, I wish I could at times, but I'm not kidding. Barclayville is, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in the distance right over there. This is Grand Cess, right down below. And there should be an airport there, but I cannot find it. So yeah. Barclayville next to Visaville. Yeah. That's a red card right there, if there ever was one. That's a red card if there ever was one, my friend. Right there. And we're flying towards Big Town right now. Not kidding. It's called Big Town. I drive it every time I see my brother. 66 is getting repairs next to DC, and traffic is bad. Really? Ah. It's glad to see that they are actually improving that right now. That's nice. Yeah. I mean, let's face it, for non-Americans, Route 66 is kind of iconic. It really is. Yeah. Very hard to see, but it's a grass strip. Ah! I always miss out on grass strips. That's the only thing Oh, it's horrible. I get credit for that joke. You do. You do. Indeed. But now we are flying to Big Town, which is unfortunately really small. Someone really ambitious went there, probably started a town and was like, this is going to be a big town. You know what? We'll call it a big town. Yeah, it's going to be big. Not so much. Yeah. Oh, the irony. 4 houses in Big Town. Well, should it still be named Big Town? You know? Small town is to the left, medium town is to the right, exactly. Yeah. We have slightly bigger town in the middle. It's, that's got like 3 houses. So, yeah. It's ambitious. It's growing. But here we are still currently flying along the lovely, lovely coastline here. This is... yeah. It's not really that windy. It seems like there is a lot going on down below, but it's actually not. That is just the the satellite imagery that you can see right there. The coastline does look epic, but there's nothing going on there, JM Knights. Really, there isn't. I mean, it's basically there's no wind whatsoever down there. It looks epic, but there's not much going on down there. So what you're seeing is actually satellite imagery down here. Yeah, that's... But still, you know, it looks cool. It looks absolutely cool. But it's a nice change of scenery, you know. I can deal with that though. True, true, true. It's still it's all about the views, isn't it? Piano Legs. Game never fails to impress me visually. Piano Legs. This is one of the few simulators that actually will make my jaw drop, and it's not for just things like this, but it's also stuff like this. I mean, it is absolutely gobsmackingly beautiful. No nudist beats, though. Nothing. No nothing. True. I mean, the moon is there, the stars that are out, the constellations are accurate. The constellations are accurate. You can actually do stuff like fly on stars and stuff like that. It's absolutely bizarre. It is a nudist beach full of hippos. Oh, good lord. Another red card right there. Yeah. Did it work? There it is. There it is. So yeah, it's just so easy there, Piano Legs, to just simply alter it, slide it back and forth, and there you go. It's hard to see, but I mean the stars are absolutely brilliant at night. Moon right there. And what amazes me as well is things like things like, for instance, we recently had the eclipse, the solar eclipse. You can actually see the solar eclipse happening while flying. This is absolutely true. People have shown me pictures of the last eclipse. The eclipse before that, we were flying over Turkey, and it happened live. Yeah, I saw it in game. Spider, we witnessed the one that when we were flying in Turkey. So the previous one before that one, actually, which could be seen in Europe. We saw it happening live on stream. It was absolutely bizarre. The fact that that things like that happen is amazing to me. Didn't even know it was happening in real life. Why is there a little bit of a bite out of the sun? What's going on? I think there's a glitch. I'm using Celestial Navigation. Exactly, you can actually use Celestial Navigation in-game. We have had a few streamers who have done so. Captain Arash, for instance, has done Celestial Navigation. I think Two Cats have done it as well. Fabio, I think, has done it as well, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's I mean, you know, you can actually do that. Celestial Navigation in Microsoft Flight Simulator is an actual thing. Not kidding. Not kidding. So there are so many cool, and this is simply out of the box. That's just the way the sim works. Blows my mind each and every time. It's absolutely brilliant. And On top of that, you get all this lovely scenery. Okay, you can argue there are a little bit too much trees in it. Blame Sebastian for that. He's the tree guy. But yeah, it's... Alison Johnson did it as well with Captain Arash using Celestial Navigation. Exactly, exactly. They used it on their flights. And I know Captain Arash was doing the Celestial Navigation thing. So yeah, he was actually the navigator for Alison. So... But if I'm not mistaken, that flight is now officially done. Yeah, I think it is. I think that flight is officially done. So, yeah. But still, my friends, the fact that you can do that Viper strike, it blows my... Yeah, it's finished. Exactly, yeah. They finished it. This week or last week or something like that. So, yeah. They completed the entire flight. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And now Alison is already gearing up again for a new flight that she's doing. So, yeah, go check her out as well. Alison Johnson. Such a lovely, lovely woman. She is, yeah. You just gotta love her. You just gotta love her. You do. Such a nice, nice, nice lady. And she knows what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. Yep. Definitely. She finished it last Saturday. Yeah, okay. That was the final flight. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, she told me on Murph's... I think she told me on Murph's show. I caught Murph's show recently because Murphy is now currently testing the Osprey, which looks really cool. She has a Tesla and a 380 Ti. Can't be bad. Nah, she's lovely. She is absolutely lovely. But yeah, Murph is currently testing the Osprey, and I think I'll be getting that as well. It looks really interesting, the Osprey. I mean, it's just such a quirky, weird plane. It's a plane. It's a helicopter. What is it? You know, we don't know, but. Looking forward to try some landing on the ships in Hawaii. So yeah, I got of course I got the Seafront Simulation Hawaii update, and the ships in Hawaii are actually in that area are landable with the Seafront Simulation update. So maybe try some ship landing over there in that area. And talking about that. Talking about Seafront Simulations, I will be giving away 3 keys for the Hawaii update from Seafront Simulations coming Saturday. Yes, I will. So if you're flying along with me, there is a chance you might be able to win a free key for the Hawaii update. That's right, I absolutely forgot about that. I completely forgot about that, but yeah. On Saturday we will be, of course, flying over the Netherlands from Eindhoven towards Lelystad, celebrating Flight Sim Weekend. And during that flight, I will be giving away 3 keys for the for Seafront Simulations Hawaii update. And if you've never heard of Seafront Simulations, go check them out. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome group of guys who made this wonderful mod where you can actually import ships and cargo ships with their actual routes. So the ships that you see are really there at that moment. It's pretty cool what they do. And it gives a whole lot more immersion. It gives so much more immersion, especially if you're flying on busy sea lanes and stuff like that. It's absolutely brilliant. Really cool. And you can even, the ships at night light up, they actually sail, they have wakes, and they have smoke coming out of them some. There is an Easter egg there as well. Yes, there is a Sony Gaming sailing ship, so if you can find that. I haven't found it, but it's there, apparently. Who knew? Who knew? Hoping to see that during our flights, actually. But especially if you're in busy shipping lanes, we will see that because we will be flying over the Delta Works in the Netherlands next Saturday. So when we fly over those areas, we will be flying over the area near Antwerp. Always very busy shipping lanes. And we will be flying over Rotterdam. Trust me, it's really busy there. So yeah, you will be seeing that, that quite a lot. Pretty cool. Alright. We're a little bit off course here, actually. As always. I was simply following the coastline, just enjoying the view. And actually didn't notice I was way off course again. Yeah. Wouldn't be Shoney Gaming if it wasn't. Wouldn't be Shoney Gaming if it wasn't, guys. Whoops. Mistakes were made. I don't need a freaking course. I will make my own course. Yes. We are landing at San Pedro. That is Delta India Sierra Papa. Delta India Sierra Papa. So we will be following the coastline for a little bit more. And then we eventually are landing near San Pedro in Ivory Coast. San Pedro is at the coast. It is not the capital of the Ivory Coast. The capital is, and I have to look this up. The capital is officially Yamoussoukro. Yamoussoukro? Yeah, Yamoussoukro. We will be flying there coming Friday. So the coming Friday we will be taking off from San Pedro, heading up towards Yamoussoukro, the capital of the Ivory Coast. And from there we are then heading south towards Abidjan. That is on the coastline back again. So I am currently thinking we still have about, let's see, 75 nautical miles to go. So about 45 minutes, something like that. Yeah. The flight line in my GNS 530 has disappeared. Still on course though, so it's still working. It seems a little bit glitchy today, doesn't it? Yeah, sometimes Flight Simulator has those days where it's just glitchy. I can't explain it, and it doesn't feel smooth somehow. I'm not sure how to yeah. Sometimes it just doesn't feel as tactile. It doesn't feel as responsive. It's just stay on target. Exactly, stay on target. This is gold leader to red leader. Stay on target. No die classics, indeed. No die classics. And let's face it, in my humble opinion, only Star Wars 4, 5, and 6 were the actual good ones. You know, the 76 release, the 80, what was it? 81 release and the 83 release. A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, and Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, I think those were still the best 3 Star Wars movies out there. Together with Rogue One. I really enjoyed Rogue One. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back. So dark, it's so good. And somehow the first 3 and the final 3, especially the final 3, I think they're, yeah, I don't know why they have been released, to be honest. It's I've seen them just to, yeah, you know, I just had to see them, of course. Saw them in the cinema. Yeah, hashtag money. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's just the money, you know. I'm not sure. I mean, I think there is a little bit of love in there. I think there is. But it was also... It felt to me like they were forcefully closing off New Hope, Empire, and Jedi. To be honest. It felt... I mean, they killed off Han Solo in the first one. Of course Leia and Luke in the second one. I know it's like, yeah, it's like we need closure. We need closure. It's like, yeah. Do we really? Is that what we're looking for these days? You know, I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, I like The Mandalorian. Again, that was cool. Didn't like Boba Fett that much. And now with Andor, I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure with Andor. It's like, yeah, it's like they want to tell the story for basically telling the story and making more money out of it. Just you know, milking it. It feels like they're milking it. Which is a shame, because Andor was, of course, the run-up towards Rogue One, which was really good. Killed James Bond too, but somehow will be back. Yeah, but that, you know, that's the thing with James Bond. James Bond is always, it's a thing. I think modern day Star Trek is better than modern day Star Wars. To be honest, Spider, I agree with you. Yeah, to be honest, I kind of agree with you. Star Trek has become a lot more gritty these days. So it's, yeah, it feels not as sweet and soft as it used to, you know? And it's like, the stories are a lot better these days. Yeah, I have to agree. I have to agree. Let's, can't wait till the next Star Trek. As in the Star Trek movie or in the Star Trek series? Because, of course, you now have Star Trek Pike, I think. I think I saw one episode of that. I'm not sure. But yeah, but I'm not sure if there's the movie. Oh, okay, so there is a new movie coming out. With Chris Pine again as Captain Kirk? But as I said, yeah, I kind of like the new movies as well. I think they're okay. I think they're pretty good, actually. Don't know if it is. Okay. To be honest, I thought that Chris Pine actually made a good Captain Kirk. Yeah. Heard they were very expensive to make. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. It wouldn't surprise me. But then again, they also make a lot of money, you know? So, yeah. Potato, potato. There's that thing. But yeah, I kind of feel like since The Mandalorian, I feel like Disney is really, really milking the Star Wars genre. Yeah. And yeah, it also doesn't feel right to me anymore. The thing that really... Alright, I'm not sure how you guys are feeling about this, but the thing that really annoyed me was the way that George Lucas actually edited Christian... what's he called? Christian something, Hadianson, or whatever. Who's now playing Darth Vader into the original movie. That just annoyed me. Somehow. I was used to growing up with the original actor, and yeah, been lurking, but go. Not sure what you're saying. Go get tablets. Got a bit of a headache and hope it helps with the pain. Ah, okay. Well, I hope that the pain will, the headache will subside there, Ashley. Hope that headache will subside. Oh, by the way, there's the moon. Moon. Lovely. It's such a cool game. It's such a cool simulator. It really, really is. I mean, come on, guys. This looks absolutely stunning. There's not much you have to do to this. Muscle pain from the vaccines and just got a headache. Ah, okay, okay. Well, oh, by the way, my friends, we just entered the next country. That is the Ivory Coast. We are now officially flying in the Ivory Coast. Yes, we are. So that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Another country done. Another country done. Now, I have to say this correctly. Kept short bus. kept short bus? As in Captain Short Bus, or hope you're doing well, my friend. How are you today? Hope you're having fun. We are currently flying over the Ivory Coast right here. Problem is, let me see. Thank you very much there, Pro Hunter. Thank you very much for that follow. I truly appreciate that, my friend. Welcome to the cabin crew, and I hope you enjoy yourself. Star Trek the 4th movie was confirmed in February 2022 with J.J. Abrams returning to produce, and all of the original cast back on board. Ah, that is good to hear. I kind of like the, yeah, as I said, Chris Pine as Captain Kirk. It kind of worked for me, somehow. I don't know why, but it kind of works. And I've seen the original series. Fun fact, by the way, fun fact. A lot of people think about the original series with of Star Trek were like 4, 5, 6 seasons. Actually, I think it was something like 8 episodes. It was really short. It was really short, but it made a gigantic. Or was it like 3 seasons or something like that? It was really short. It was cancelled even, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Let me see. Problem is with Star Wars was always for the kids. Kids nowadays are very hard to please. They should have made the movies more pleasing for us older kids who love the originals. I tend to agree with you there, Spider. Yeah, I kind of tend to agree. I mean, it's nostalgia. Bizarro just flew past us right here in the caravan. Bizarro in the caravan right there. How are you doing, buddy? Hope you are enjoying this flight over Africa. To be honest, the caravan is perfectly suited for these areas. It really is. It will show up quite a lot here, caravans. Caravans, Kodiaks, planes like that. Meant for short takeoffs, short landing runways. I mean, mostly what you're doing here in this area is landing on dust-filled airfields. So it's, yeah. My caravan is filled with aardappelen. the potato caravan. Wow. Aardappelen and Gouda cheese. Yeah. Potatoes and Gouda cheese. Wow. Yeah, okay, that's a red card. I know, it's a red card. That's actually an inside joke for caravans in the Netherlands. When Dutch people go on holiday in a caravan, they usually stuff it full of groceries like potatoes, peanut butter, and everything. It's, yeah, it's... Somebody called me. Somebody rang. Hello, hello. It's like saying walkies to a dog. Walkies! Wait, what? Wait, what? 50 kilograms of rice, exactly, stuff like that, you know, sliced cheese, Gouda cheese, and oh, it's typically Dutch. It's so typically Dutch. If you go on holiday, especially if you open a caravan, a Dutch caravan, trust me, it will be stocked to the brim with stuff like that. Yeah. In UK, it's tins of beans, exactly. Tins of beans. Yep, beans. It's something you'll always see with Richard Hammond when they do stuff like that. No Dutch apple pie. No. Although the Dutch apple pie is pretty good, actually. Yeah, it really is. It's not the same as a American apple pie. It has more crusts. Yeah. So it has a bottom crust and a top crust as well. By the way, my friends, down here we have, what is this? This is, let me zoom in right here, Delta India Tango Bravo, Taboo Airport. We are now flying over Taboo. This town is taboo for everyone. It's taboo. For everyone. I kid you not. Look it up. It's actually called Taboo. I'm not joking. Down below, Taboo. Naboo is next door. Wow, musical. Taboo the musical. You got the reference. Of course I get the reference. Come on, dude. Of course I get the reference. Tins of beans, indeed. Tins of beans. Nope. I don't want that. Nope. I don't want that. Nope. I don't want that. Yes, tin of beans. For those that are wondering, that is Richard Hammond looking through his cabinet at during the African special. Awesome, go check it out. Did you watch the Scandi flick? What do you think? Of course I watched the Scandi flick. Of course I watched the Scandi flick. And for those that are wondering, Scandi flick you can find on Prime. It is the Grand Tour with Richard Hammond, with Clarkson and May, of course, driving around from Norway through Sweden to Finland to the Russian border, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's hilarious. The Dutch invading Norway. Yeah, not only that, Stelful, but the Dutch invading Norway and do not giving a complete damn about the fact that both Hammond and Clarkson are driving through their landing practices, and so it's they just ignore them totally. It's like so weird. Yeah, basically it's so weird. If you can go check out the Scandi flick, and especially the part in Norway, they're driving along tunnels and suddenly they run into a large number of Navy SEALs, basically, and they're doing practice runs and stuff like that, and they're packing stuff and for everything is, and they just drive next to them through these tunnels and beside them, and no one is saying go away. You're in the middle of a training right here, of an army training. No one is telling them to bugger off. No, they just ignore them. And it turns out these are Dutch Marines training there in Norway. It's like, it's so weird. It's so strange. Just ignoring them. And they didn't even... I mean, the Dutch army didn't even tell them to not air that piece. They just don't care. It's like... Yeah, it's Clarkson. It's Hammond. We know what's going on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, drive through. Come on, bugger off. It's... It's so strange. It's so absolutely... Even for Dutch, that was weird. Even for the Dutch, that was weird. Trust me. It made absolutely no sense whatsoever. Absolutely no sense. Especially the ice prank. You know, the thing is, it's always kind of the same pranks they're doing. But... also, that is what we expect them to do. So, oh, and also, by the way, they announced Clarkson's Farm Season 2 is coming next year. And Season 3 has been ordered, so apparently. So, if you're into that stuff as well, that's coming too. So, yeah, it's... I mean, they're doing good business with Amazon, the guys. They're doing good business. We have Dog's Breath behind us. Spider right there. Joey Bolo. And in the distance, Barbecue Beef and Stealth Wolf. I seem to have lost Weem again. And a few other people. But the rest is still there. So that's good. We are now currently sailing along, flying along here. We are heading towards Kablake Wapu. Not making that up. It's right there. Kablake Wapu. We left Taboo. And we're heading towards Kablake Wapu. Yep. If you're from the Ivory Coast and I'm mispronouncing this completely, I am absolutely sorry. Absolutely sorry. Hey, Solarhawk, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well for today. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having fun, my friend. We are about... Well, how far away are we? 60 minutes. Coming in for a landing on San Pedro Airport in the Ivory Coast. I'm okay, man. Cheers. How are you? I'm doing great, buddy. I'm doing great. Today we have crossed over into... we have crossed over right here into the Ivory Coast. And next Friday, so coming Friday, we will be continuing our flight in the Ivory Coast. Flying all the way up to the capital. And from there back south towards the coastline again. I need to sneeze, but I just can't sneeze. Do you guys have that? Oh, when you're on the edge of sneezing, but you can't? It's like, oh, good Lord, please make me sneeze. Oh, my eyes are watering. It's annoying. So, yeah. Smelling salts. Smelling pepper. Sniffing pepper. Make me sneeze. Come on, sneeze or don't sneeze. Make up your mind. Oh, it's so annoying. I cannot see what I'm doing anymore. My eyes are watering. Oh, Lord. I'm fogging up. I'm becoming so emotional. It's like... it's so great, everything. I'm so emotional. Still flying along the coastline here. The coastline is quite lovely, actually. And we're now heading much more east. We will be heading east all the way along the coastline, flying along, let me see, Ghana, Togo, Benin, and Nigeria. From Nigeria, we will be, when we're crossing over into Cameroon, then we are heading south again, picking up Central African Republic. That's flying a little bit inland, and the Republic of Congo, but then back to Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, and a few tiny little islands, Sao Tome. So yeah, look like runway 21 for real weather. Shall we look that up? Let's see. Edge Brazil. We are heading over to the METAR, and that is Delta India Sierra Papa. Boop. San Pedro Airport. Let's call up the METAR. Bloink. Yeah. No data. We will be having that a lot, actually, in this area, unfortunately. What is the closest airport that we can actually get? Maybe Delta India Alpha Papa? Delta India Alpha Papa? That we do have. That is reasonably close. Reasonably close. But there is no wind. Let's just, you know what? Let's call up Windy and see what's going on there. Let's call up Windy. We have Windy right here. Let's set this to service. So that seems to be, yeah, I think you're right. 21, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. 21. Yeah. Absolutely right. So we will be, we're now currently flying over here in this area right here. We just passed over Taboo. And we're flying near Grand Berebi in the area. Hey, America first. If you say it, you make it so. So yeah, we are then heading over towards San Pedro, and I think indeed runway 21. So heading a little bit north of San Pedro, and then flying into the airport at runway 21. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, that makes sense. Nice weather too. Yeah, but it really is nice weather, Scooter. I mean, it's, you know, I thought, to be honest, especially during these times, that it would be much more raining season, but it's not actually. I mean, rain and thunder. Yeah, not much going on here in this area. This area is pretty bad, but that's around the equator, I think. So, well, there's the equator more, but yeah. So this area always has a lot of rain, a lot of. Actually, we experienced that because we flew over in the area here, right here in Sudan. Really, really wet, to be honest. But in this area, it's kind of okay, yeah. I mean, temperature-wise, it's hot. It's just hot. Let's face it, it's hot. And it still says 13. Well, if we switch, yeah, 6 o'clock. Or 4 o'clock, sorry. 4 o'clock. So it's like nearly 30 degrees Celsius. Hardly any wind. Hardly. There's no wind whatsoever. So yeah, it really doesn't matter that much which way we're going to land. But runway 21 does make the most sense. So yeah. And with planes like this, for those that are new here, most will know what we are talking about. But if you're new here and if you're wondering why runway 21 specifically, it's because we have a well, really slight, but we still have a headwind. And that's what you want. When you come in for the landing, you always want to land towards the wind, in towards the wind, not the wind behind you. That's not what you want. You want to land into the wind with your nose as much as you can. So, and sometimes you can't pick that, you know. Sometimes you will have a side wind. We had a horrible side wind in, where was that? That was in Finland. That was really nasty. Really nasty side winds. Where was that? That was in Vasa. Good Lord, yeah, Vasa in Finland. That was absolutely horrid. Says for me an 11 knot headwind and a 4 knot crosswind at runway 21. So a little windy, really. Because windy itself doesn't say that. So yeah, hope you're good. Have had a day riddled with meetings. Ah, joy. Oh, joy. Meetings galore. I hate it when you're at a point suddenly when you have meetings just to have meetings, you know? It's, oh god, I hated that. Back to beans, they cause wind. That's a red card right there, dog's breath. Still need to sneeze, by the way. Ah! So annoying. I still need to sneeze and I can't sneeze. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Well, we can't see the runway down here. That is... what is that called? That is Delta India Golf November. And that is Niro-sur-Mer. Niro-sur-Mer. Been there doing that. Wow. That is pretty bad. That is pretty bad, my friend. All right, we are currently flying at 121 knots, nicely along the coastline towards San Pedro. We should be there in about 10 minutes time, something like that. So let's start zooming in our range right here. Actually, we can do it like that. Oh, interesting. You were talking about the fact that you don't see the purple line anymore. I don't see it either. It's gone. Is that because of the server glitch that we just got? No, actually, it's on the wrong... Oh, hang on a tick. There we go. That's, yeah, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. There we are. All right. So we are about 15 nautical miles away. Yeah. 15 nautical miles away. My work is requiring us to come into the office Tuesdays and Thursdays starting December the 1st. In-person meetings incoming. Yeah, it's, you know, in the Netherlands we have the same thing. On Thursdays, Tuesdays and Thursdays is basically the office days. And those are the days that are also now the busiest on the roads again. So yeah, we are having traffic jams and stuff like that. Mostly on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's... But you can see definitely a change from before COVID and after COVID, that a lot of people discovered actually, hey, I can work perfectly from home. It can work. Of course, not every occupation works like that, but a lot do actually. So yeah. Where are you? Is it Jose or is it Joe C. Turtle? I'm not sure. Do you mean physically or currently flying? Because flying, we are now currently in near San Pedro in the Ivory Coast. We are coming in for a landing, unfortunately. So if you wanted to join, you're a little bit late. But we are coming in for a landing now. We should be about 15 nautical miles away from San Pedro. Let me show you. And as for physically, I'm from the Netherlands. So I am from the Netherlands. I live near Amsterdam, actually. I live very close to Amsterdam. I usually just say Amsterdam because the town where I'm from, most people don't know that. So yeah. We are now currently in this area right here. So Côte d'Azur, Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. Sorry, not Côte d'Azur. Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, and San Pedro. This is the area that we are now flying over right here. So we're somewhere over there. That is near Delta India Sierra Papa. And boop, there we go. Delta India Sierra Papa. So yeah, we're very, very close. We're very, very close to our landing. Mine came back for a couple of seconds, but it has gone again. Ah, okay. Yeah, in my case, I wasn't just correctly centered over the area that we were flying in. I wasn't centered on my plane somehow. I don't know why, but it's fine. It's fine. We should be nearing the airport. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually look up the direction. We're going to go a little bit inland now because we are approaching the airport from the north. We are approaching it at runway 21. Runway 21. And from there on we will be... right. Yeah. Sorry. Alright. I'm going to actually add a little bit of... or actually I'm going to full mixture again. We can also come in 1 day a week, but well, that's the thing, Ewald. As I said, especially if you're if you're working in IT, it's most of your stuff you can actually do from home. You can work just as fine from home as you can work anywhere else. So yeah, you know, it's not that strange these days anymore. And I've been working from home for the last 10 years, so people came up to me. Shoni, how do you think? What do you think about these changes and that you can no longer work from the office? Has a lot changed for you as well since COVID? And I was like, yeah, not so much. No, been working from home since the last 10 years, so yeah, no, nothing. Welcome to my world. Suddenly, everyone could relate. Hey, Joey Bolo, good to see you. I saw you flying along, I think, Joey, earlier this flight. Am I mistaken, buddy? Am I mistaken about that? I saw you. Yeah, there you are. I saw you flying. I've worked at the office 89% during the pandemic. I mean, it's completely empty here, so it's basically quarantine. Well, that's also a way to go, of course. I am a manager and I don't feel like I have to be in the office to watch my team. As long as the team is working, why should you be watching them constantly? I mean, it just annoys them, it annoys you. Basically, so yeah. Couldn't say hi because I was holding the baby. Now she's with mommy. Joey? Do you have to tell us something? Do I need to congratulate you? Do I? Wow, that's good to hear, buddy. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, when I come in, I pretend they're happy to see me. I have been a manager myself, and I know what you mean. Like, yeah, they're happy to see... No, they're not. They're not happy to see me. But at least they act like it. Yeah. Alright, my friends. I am going to slow down a little bit. Actually, what I am going to... Why is this not switching? It should be switching as well. This is annoying. Alright. Coming up on 5 months already. That's good to hear. How are you? Is this your firstborn there, Joey? And if so, is he or she letting you sleep enough? Very important. Yeah, firstborn. Hope you're getting those hours in, buddy. Hope you're getting those hours in. All right, let's start zooming in here a little bit. Actually, 1.5, that's a little bit too much. So, yeah. There we go. All right, I am going to slow down now, of course. Trying to bleed off speed so we can actually deploy the flaps. Now, you can see me having my mixture full out. That's because we are going to descend. And we have, I'm going to throttle back, trying to keep up the nose. So I'm bleeding off enough speed. You can see the speed coming down now. 95, 90, 90 knots. Trimming a little bit just to make it easier so I don't have to yank the yoke. Alright, we are now crossing the 80 knots right there. She's great, and she was good with letting us sleep until she started teething this past week. So back to random freakouts in the middle of the night. Ah, sorry to hear that, but yeah, that's also a part of it. That's also a part of it, but glad to hear everything is great. That is good. Congratulations to both you and the missus, my friend. Congratulations. Hype and vibe. Good vibes. Let's give a little bit of a wall of good vibes. We haven't done that in quite a while. We haven't done that. Even if you're a follower now. There we go. Wall of good vibes. For Joey Bolo right there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright. So the airport, I think, should be somewhere over there. For a barrel roll. There is no such thing, and you know it. There is no such thing. You will not tempt me. You will not tempt me. Yeah, maybe. I'm still stupid. So yeah, you will redeem that hydrate. Well, we still have some water left. Alright, landing lights go on. Let's see. We try to actually aim for the... we try to aim for about 65 knots. 65 knots on the airspeed. Which gives us a very, very nice... very good airspeed, actually. So, yeah. Is that person screaming outside your window alright? Yeah, that's the schoolyard that's actually they created over the last few months. Outside my window. Yeah, that's a lot of joy there. Yeah. I don't know what it is with kids these days, but apparently they have to scream like they're being... They have to scream bloody murder. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I never screamed bloody murder. We are at 600 feet, actually. That's a little bit low, so yeah. And now I think we can make the turn. There is the runway. There is the runway. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Yeah, it seems kind of windy, doesn't it? 12 knots. You're absolutely right there. I don't know who actually stated this, but you're right. 12 knots. That is very windy. Kind of taking me by surprise. All right. Yeah, Spider, you told it. Exactly. You actually said that it was very windy here. And you're right. You're right. Get your predictions in, by the way, my friend. This is the time. Get your predictions in. Usually, of late, they have been over about 100. So, yeah. My smooth -1 landings are a thing of the past currently. I really, really need to get that back again. -120, you're not far off. -12, oh good lord. -69, Emeka, that was actually claimed at the start of the flight. I kid ye not. Yeah. Alright, we're now at 55 knots. That's way too slow. That is way too slow. So we're actually throttling up a little bit. And I am somewhat low, but that's fine. Right. Coming in. We have another runway, so we should be good. Now I'm floating. That's not good. That was the turnoff. All right. Let's see. 134. Yeah, that's a bit hard. 134. That's a bit hard. Going to make an immediate turn. Already our flaps up. Come on. Come on, you can do it. A little bit off the runway right there, but that's fine. Stay in the air, my friends. Stay in the air if you're still up. Better phrase but the numbers dials in the cockpit were blurry. They were. On my end or on your end, we? All right. Let's turn the taxi lights on, landing lights off. They're talking about the DLSS comment. Ah! Okay, yeah, DLSS somehow adds... yeah, especially in VR, DLSS is horrid. Absolutely horrid. But it also becomes a little bit blurry after... yeah. Yeah, it's not... It's far from perfect. This is new. Well, this is new. All right, let's go outside. Oh, I actually forgot my my outside. Hang on a tick. Right back, right back. Yeah, there we are. Ah, come on. Yes, keep the... No! Go back. Resume. Does this still work? Oh my. Hope it still works. Let me see. Reset position. There we go. Oop. Yeah, it works. Good. All right. Let's turn on the landing music. No, 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 no. And we have 3 people coming in. Just the 3? Stealth Wolf coming in the reverse option right there. But we have Joey Bolo in the 172. We have Spider and we have Dog's Breath right there. Thank you very much for flying along with me, my friends. Let's... Why is the drone speed so slow? I'm not sure why that... Ah, there it is. There it is. Coming in. Are you on floats? Why are you on floats? Well, actually, flying in Africa, that's not such a stupid idea, actually. Let's see how this works. Do not forget to extend your gear. You have to extend your gear. Make sure you do. Well, we'll see it in a bit. Yeah, there you are. Nicely done. No smoke, so that's fine. Would have survived the hippo encounter. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't. Yeah. Oh, Dog's Breath is coming in. Let me see. Joey Bolo is on the ground there, and Dog's Breath has already crashed into the trees. Dog's Breath! No! Why, Dog's Breath? Why? What did you do? There we are. And Spider coming in. Last of all, in the Beechcraft. Really cool plane. Looking for hippos. Did you find them? Did you find them? Nicely on approach there. Ah, well done, my friend. Well done. That looks like a very, very nice landing indeed. Funnily enough, the Beechcraft is a tail dragger. Ooh, a little bit bouncy, but it's fine. Another bounce. Another bounce. Yeah, it is very much a tail dragger. So, yeah. A twin-engine tail dragger. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Yes, indeed. Bouncy, bouncy. But it's fine. You got it to work. Stealth Vulcan is on the ground with the, yeah, the Queen of the Skies right there. I'm pretty sure this thing has never landed there. Yeah. Bouncy. Aww. Aww. Wait. Alright, my friends. Here we are. We landed in San Pedro. Yep. It is a big girl. It's a big girl, actually. It's a very, very big girl. Of course, the 747 will also be released by PMDG. They will release a full high-fidelity version of the PMDG. So that's going to be pretty cool. Stealth with the Queen again. Yeah, you don't notice her at all. Shh, there's no plane there. Don't tell anyone. It's shh, just between us. There's no plane there. She's a big one. So, Spider coming in there as well. I am going to, of course, take the obligatory picture. So that is... let's take that snapshot right there. Done and done. Copy that. Then back to the screen. And let's paste that immediately in our Discord channel. Oh, still need to sneeze. Ah, that is so annoying. Let me see. It's going to work. Trust me. Let me see. I always... Yeah, clips and highlights. There we go. Paste. And boop. There it is. The landing is complete for today. My friends, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for spending always your time with me. It is always a pleasure and an absolute honor that you're here. And it's a joy to have you here. So, thank you all very much. You have a great Thursday, and I will see you again coming Friday. So, in 2 days' time, I will be back. Do not forget, for our American friends, it is still daylight saving time. So, yeah, keep that in mind. I may be an hour earlier than usual. But other than that, my friends, thank you very much for being here. I will see you again. This Friday we will be continuing the flight from here, San Pedro, all the way up to the capital and then back to the coastline. From there on, and next Saturday I will be hosting a flight, of course, from Flight Sim Weekend. We will be doing that together, and I will be hosting in between sim talks with a little bit of luck and a lot of people who are showing off their great hobby. So I hope to see you either on Friday or on Saturday. If I don't see you, I will be here again next Wednesday. Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So keep that in mind as well. Other than that, you have a great day. You have a great day tomorrow, and I will see you again on Friday. Bye-bye, all. Thank you very much for being here. Bye-bye. Look at that. I mean, the wing flex, it is so cool that it's going up and down. I feel bouncy. I feel bouncy. Anyway, yeah.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh.
Chew that goodness,
No,
baby.
no.
Oh, you know you like it.
Oh.
Oh, you know you like it, Tony.
Wow. I did not expect that. They moved. Yeah, one of the big five. Baganario, yes. No! Thank you all very much for spending your time with me, and I will see you again coming Friday. Bye-bye all.